Okay, jeez. Ugh. I'm gonna just go jump off a building. Okay, it looks like we're back. It had switched to your 5G.
Okay.
It looks like at first, and then it like disconnected me, so I connected back to the main one. So hopefully we're okay now. So let me retweet out the link and stuff again. Okay, let me delete that one so no one gets confused. Like, this just shouldn't be that difficult, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason it is. Yes, we're back. We're back. We're back. Let me just get this new link out. I know, I think my computer accidentally hooked onto like the lesser of two Wi-Fi connections for some reason instead of the one it usually does over here, so I fixed it. Hopefully, we're okay now. Because if not, I'm just gonna like jump off a building. I'm so tired of this. It's like streaming should not be that difficult. Okay, there we go. Okay, hopefully that's the current one. I think. Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hey, White Wolfie, what up? Okay, so we're back. Now we gotta wait an extra couple minutes to start anything, which is always fun. At least it was before we actually started anything. Let me get on the right page here. Okay. Okay, it's like, yeah, I don't get if it was the Wi-Fi, because it couldn't have been YouTube. I wasn't doing anything wrong, so. Oi. I noticed something was weird though, because on Gamecaster, I was starting to see the comments go a lot slower than on my app. So, hey Rogue 2, hey Anshoma, glad you guys are here. Okay, I know the angle's also different this time. I have it like straight on normally because I have my monitor in front of me that I watch it on, and the computer actually is right here. But now I just have the computer, so I'll be looking straight on for the night. Yes, the internet gremlins, they just don't want me to stream, apparently. Between YouTube and now just like the entire internet, apparently. Let's see, let me double check. It says connected and secure, so I better be. Let's see. We'll give it another like 5-ish minutes and then we'll just get started here. So, yes, so for anyone that missed the very first section or got cut off, we're doing mostly Bridget and Mary Jo with a couple of the guys thrown in because one of the specials I wanted to do would have been blocked worldwide, so we had to skip. Unfortunately, the one that has the Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. That one has to be skipped, sadly, but we've got all these other ones coming up, which should be fun. Let's see. I think there's a Christmas Carol. I know there's an off-brand Scrooge short we're doing. One of these I think does. It's this first one. Perfect. Yes. The Christmas Carol of 1952. There is a section of it in this first special here. Yes, Andrew. Just remember. Ole, ole, hurrah. I love how many run-in jokes we're getting now just from these streams. It's very fun. And for those that missed the first minute or two, I'm actually at my aunt's place. Not officially moved in yet, but I'm over here because I didn't want to be at my place. So, if you hear signs of life or dogs barking or anything like that, that's what it is. I think at some point today, tonight, my mom also might pop over with some gifts to put under the tree. So, if there's ever a point where I have to pause it or anything or it gets really loud, that's all it is. Are we going to be streaming next week? As far as I am concerned, yes. Next week it's Monday the, 20th? 21st? 20th. Do we have anything specific that day? Doesn't look like it on my family's calendar. So at this point, yes, we are definitely doing that. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. There's a couple different things we could do for next week. Oh, it's because they have so many good Christmas things, both RiffTrax and Mystery Science. I'm tempted to do more than one stream in the next week and a half, if possible, before Christmas. Though technically we could also do Christmas the Monday after on the 27th. It's still the week of Christmas. Let's see. I'm just making sure everything looks good at this point, just to be sure there are no mistakes, and that it uploaded the correct link everywhere. Excuse me. Oh, Ryan, you had a hiccup on your internet too? Yeah. Hi, Holy Shard, what's up? Just making sure a few more people get in here before we start, because we had a crash. I think it was the internet, because it had switched me from a secure one to like a weaker one. I don't know, it was very bizarre, but I fixed it. So we could watch the RiffTrax for Roadhouse and have a Patrick Swayze Christmas this year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year, we'll see. It's like 1 year we'll have to... Like, I'll have to plan more ahead of time. But I only started doing streams back in October, and I didn't really... Excuse me. I didn't really know if you guys would like them that much, so I'm glad you do. But it means we do need to start, like, planning out more for holidays, like the fun stuff like that we could do, and the weird themes and everything. Hey, that's cool, though, working on your art commissions while, like, having this... Like, watching this or having this in the background. That's really nice. We're already back up to 17 people, so that's good. Let's see. Just giving it a couple more minutes. Now I'm just like paranoid that something's gonna happen again. So I'm just trying to keep it. Let's see. Okay, look, I know. The Christmas tree one, I know. But it's like, I don't know, man. There's a few that I've been like, we'll see. Yes, hanging out with friends and watching RiffTrax. It's like, it's worth all the stupid technical hiccups to get us back to this, honestly. As long as it works, man. I don't know why I'm yawning. It was a very busy week for the family, as you can imagine. So my body, the last 2 days, has finally been, like, absolutely crashing in terms of rest. So... I feel like I should be caught up on sleep by now, but I'm not somehow. Yes, the tech problems are small and of no account. Let's see. I hope this isn't too ugly of an angle for you guys, because I'm not, like, from the side like usual. You went out there, buddy? There we go. The dog's, like, out on the back deck here, outside of off the kitchen. So if you have me doing that, that's why. Everything looks fine, good, thank you. Just making sure. Okay, let's just get the headphones in and get started. We're at 17. I'm sure more people will join as we go in. So we're gonna start with the Bridget, Mary, Joe. So the part on this one that I had to cut is just the intro, because they actually used the, like, Happy Holiday song, and YouTube was like, no, you can't use that song. So I was like, okay. We're cutting off the intro, and we're just heading straight into it. Please let me know if the audio is okay. Let's see. I thought about that, Rogue, too. I thought about doing the Wizzo the Clown special, but I was like, that would be a lot on a lot of people. Maybe next year, or if we get a lot of requests, maybe, but that one is a lot. So we're gonna dive in. We had to skip the intro. We're heading right into... I believe it's Pieces of the Alistair Christmas Carol, and we're just gonna jump right into it.
Christmas gift to you, dear listeners.
Let me know if this is too loud or quiet for you guys.
Classic, what? A Christmas Carol.
Yes! Turn down a little bit on myself.
Dickens. Why the crime drama music?
It'd be fun if they did this in whole, because this is the version that my parents watch every year on Christmas Eve. My sisters and I watch Muppet Christmas Carol every Christmas Eve, plus like 17 other times throughout the season.
Boo, 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 boo. Play out, Bridget.
Whistle makes me feel true fear. Like if I watch too closely, I'll die in 7 days. That is what it's like, man.
Not convenient.
It's like, it would be a fun one, but if people couldn't do if it was hard for Magic Christmas Tree last week, it would only be harder.
But you don't think me or used if I pay a day's wages for no work, do you? It is only once a year, sir.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Possibly 25th of December. I'm sure I'm very sorry, sir, to cause
It's your dad's favorite too. Yeah, my parents always loved this one.
They put their hearts into Christmas, as it were, sir. Yes, and put their hands into my pockets, as it were, sir. I suppose you better have the whole day.
Film volume increase a little bit? No problem. Just a second.
Cratchit, master negotiator.
Getting to yes.
Okay, let me know if that's good. If not, I can always adjust it. Linkara did a riff on it? The entire version from the 30s. Okay.
Talking about America.
Interesting.
I'll retire to Bedlam.
Bedlam? What about Bah Humbug?
What the?
Isn't that in there?
They're gonna edit the dickens out of this, aren't they?
I think so. Oh, the math test.
The volume is up, so let me know if it's not up enough starting
Who
now.
you gonna call? All-female Ghostbusters! Why does it need to be?
Why not?
Oh, that is a
What are you?
kind of seems like a dated reference now.
Meryl Streep. I'm good in everything.
Long talk. No, your part.
Even junior year?
This is not. I haven't seen this one in a while, and this isn't the only thing in this 30-minute special, so it must be cut down a lot. I wonder why they
Stupid
did
old
that
Phil
version.
Spector from the dead.
I'll go with you, but I'm kind of swamped. I got a truckload of repossessed guide dogs coming in, and I got a widow I've got to... Oh, look at your
RiffTrax did the one from the
gel
30s.
pens.
Remember this crappy gift?
Marley worked at your side for 18 years. He was the only friend you ever had. But what did you feel when you signed the register of his burial and took his money, his house, and his few mean sticks of furniture? Did you feel a little pity for him? Look at your face, Ebenezer. A face of a wrenching, grasping, scraping, covetous old...
See, I hear lines like that, and I'm like,
my autobiography.
that's like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like from the Muppet one, even though it's literally from
Oh,
the
this
book.
Is how
That's just how I know
every
it
morning
from.
getting up when I had a real job.
Leave the punch to the bears,
The
Ebenezer.
last one you just had.
I'm coming.
Let's
Come
see.
in. Come in. I'm coming.
I just wonder what the idea was of them to do just it cut down to the bare minimum for a short instead of actually doing it.
You've never seen the like of me before.
Only at Macy's.
Ah, yes, when they do, sometimes when they do the studio versions after live shows, they will edit the riffs a little bit.
Touch my will.
Okay, but only if you tie it really tight.
No, that's true. It's like now I can hear when I hear lines from it,
so
I hear it in like
moist.
Gonzo's voice, and I'm like, oh, that's from Muppet Christmas, not the book, which I've also read, but that just became my life.
Jenga.
Oh, my love, my dearie.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Merry Christmas. God bless.
I'll have to get you on the stream one day, buddy.
Oh, shut up and drink your gin.
I give you Mr. Scrooge.
My dad loves Oliver. That's why that's really funny.
I'm out.
I've given a piece of my mind to feast yourself upon.
Dear children.
Now the other one.
It would only be on Christmas Day that I would drink the health of such a
And now the movie passes the Bechdel test.
Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
It's okay with
You're
you.
okay. My aunt's sneaking through like she has to be quite like a little cat burglar, but it's
I
okay.
got
I'm the one
so
stealing her
visited by
dining
ghosts
room.
last night.
Did it skip Christmas Future altogether? I haven't seen this special in like
Carol.
a year or two at least. Man.
Thanks for all the acting.
Good morning, sir.
I've got your revenge, sir.
Hey, Larch88, what's up?
What day is it?
It's Brush Your Teeth Day. Please.
Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Then I haven't missed it.
Oh my goodness, you guys. There we go.
It's one ghost. It's got 20 seconds of him getting to the door.
It's like the GIF of the Dickens classic.
Is that how you
Where
say
was
that? I always
Patrick
wondered.
Stewart as Scrooge?
No, you still can't fly, Mr. Scrooge.
It's silly posturepedic money.
Yeah, it's like this special cut it down to like
Nice,
just a
Bridget,
short, and I'm
topical.
not sure why. I haven't watched this one in a while,
Hello there.
so I
You know
completely
who the
forgot
photo
that
is
it
in the
was
next
just
week, right?
this.
Oh, she don't know.
I saw that, Ryan. Michael Caine just tweeted
There
out
was
the
a
Muppet
low
Christmas Carol
threshold on
poster.
Remarkable back then.
The big one.
One as big as me?
You're about 8 ounces, right?
Yes, my back, the one as big as you.
It's hanging there still.
Tell
Right,
them
I
what
don't
the
know
radio
why
are
they
giving
did
the name
this.
of the
It's
party
like, I'm
tell
like,
them. Come back
I
to
just
the
don't know why they
Christmas
didn't
music.
do a shorter version or why they
I think he
didn't
just really
lengthen
complicated
this.
it.
It's very weird.
Just bring the turkey to the Cratchits.
I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. That's what I'll do. He'll never dream where it came from.
Aw, thank you, Jimmy. Just want to say thanks for what you do. Been listening to the countdowns and reviews
remember
during
the
boring days at
ripping
work.
labeling
Best
scene
wishes
from the
to you. Best
Dickens
wishes to you too,
classic?
Jimmy. I really
Well, I gotta
appreciate
say, I
that.
get pretty excited labeling things too.
Just move the computer a little bit. Sorry about that.
Cratchit, 2 Porter Street.
1999. Okay, I've never seen one with Patrick Stewart as Scrooge
There's no one
before.
else I know of.
I think I know who sent it.
Oh, Father, can we please keep it?
We'll feed it and walk it every day.
Oh dear, whatever may.
Muppet Christmas Carol is the truest version of Christmas Carol. Don't at me.
What would make Mr. Scrooge
I believe in
suddenly?
England it is actually seen as
again.
like the definitive version, which is hilarious
other
because
words,
that's
December
where it
26th.
started.
Return
That is where
everything day.
Dickens is from, and they're like Muppets is like that is the definitive one.
Sorry,
That's
traffic
I
got
think
35
Australia might be another
murder.
country that does that.
It's dressed like Artemis Gordon Day at the office.
It's
Scrooge, my
Boss's
family
Day.
loves Scrooge. My mom loves Bill Murray, so that's always a big one every year.
I want to try to help you to raise that family of yours.
Great! All their diapers need changing.
Yeah, I could also look. I've seen things you probably wouldn't know, Faith. I've probably seen things you wouldn't know
Wait,
either, man. That's
okay,
not
that's
like
it?
an
What
impressive.
about the
Not
ghost
you
of
know, I'm
Christmas
like yeah,
past
that's not
and present?
impressive.
Right, what about the vividly grim representation of poverty? I mean, Bridget, it was positively Dickensian back then.
Yeah, just dispense with the essence of the story. Do whatever you want.
I mean, why not just get rid of the exterior and interior
Yeah,
shots?
the whole thing with Cratchit and Scrooge, superfluous, or whatever that word is.
Did he even say bah humbug?
Hey, oh no,
No, I don't
Wendigos.
think he did. Just make up your own stupid story.
This
I need to
stupid
see
bastardization of it all.
If this was a version that was already edited, like if this was used in like theaters at some point, or is like some kind of a reel somewhere,
Come on.
And so, as tiny
or
as
if
him
RiffTrax
observed,
decided to do like kind of a best of moments of it for some reason.
Except Cindy. Everyone else, you're good to go.
And the Ethel Merman Choir.
I really think our holiday special is kind of off to a rocky start.
I know, it feels like kind of a discount special.
It's their fault.
Back.
Right, no, like I know it's an edited version, but I'm like, why? Yes, I forgot they did commercials on this one.
For all of us who demand excellence in design and function, for all of us who will
Ooh,
not compromise.
for my childhood, a regular
Ford
Christmas movie
listened.
was Miracle on 34th
Ford
Street, the
created
original. We like that one a lot
for
too.
us.
Anyone out there seen Christmas in Connecticut? That's one that my sister Daisy loves. That one. Yeah, the Muppet one doesn't cut much out. We should do, if we can't do the whole Star Wars Christmas special because of rights, I bet we could at least do the commercials, because that alone is like 20 minutes of it. It's really funny. Tool Wars robot spelled backwards.
Stop. Hold on, Bridget. Hold on. I gotta call Ron.
Wow.
This is an earworm,
That
yes.
is- You're calling Ron right now?
Yeah.
What? Mary Jo, we're doing a special.
Hold on.
Mary Jo.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
I'm gonna go shovel. I'll be right back.
I hope that Ford doesn't do a copyright claim on
I know,
this
it's
just because of
me.
this.
Mary
I
Jo.
did as much testing as I possibly
Okay,
could
you're recording the
before this was
RiffTrax
up. So if
presents
it
Bridget
claimed it
Wilson
now,
and
I would
Mary
be
Jo Peele
extremely
Christmas
upset.
special, and we just saw a commercial for the new 1986 Ford Taurus. Let's get one.
Everyone's like, Taurus,
But the
Taurus, I
Honda
want a
is
Taurus
11 years
now.
old and has almost 200,000 miles on it.
Yeah, but don't those things look like flying potatoes?
I love potatoes.
Yes, Christmas
I'm
in
Irish.
Connecticut. It's a really
okay,
cute
I can't
one.
remember all the features, but here's what the
I think
guy
that's one of the days
sang
you said was
about
your
it.
favorite.
Now, there is an American car with
My
the
family,
shape
we also,
and the
of modern
feel
ones,
we've
we
never
like fried
seen before.
claws.
I mean, don't we demand excellence in design and function, honey?
Yeah,
The
but
biggest crime of the Star Wars holiday special was people who
not
saw it when it aired
compromise.
missed out on the Incredible
Yeah,
Hulk
I
and
am.
Wonder
I
Woman.
demand excellence in design and function.
Right, and if Ford
I did
didn't
not do
think
the
we should
test in a
have
Dr.
it, they
Forster
wouldn't have
lab coat.
so
I've been wanting
emphatic
to
about it.
get one. Maybe this
Well, I'm gonna tell
Halloween
you
or
this right now. I don't
something.
want a new car unless we can get ice cream.
The
drink
Man Who
from
Invented
drinking
Christmas
fountains,
on
and drive in
Hulu.
urban and rural areas.
Yes,
We'll take
oh,
a
honey,
screenshot
let's
of
go to
that
the
comment
dealership
to look
tonight,
into
okay?
it
Love you,
later.
bye.
Thank you.
All right, love you. Bye.
Well, you know what? I gotta say, I mean, it did have some pretty impressive cargo space. I'll give you that.
Right. Oh, now I can't get that
I
song
want
out
fan
of my
art
head.
of me done in
Well,
like
you
the
know what,
various
Mary Jo, you
Bridget,
are
Mary
so
Jo styles
lucky.
they've done. Because they've
You're
done this
getting
one,
that
they've
for
done them as like
Christmas.
Betty and
I wonder
Veronica
what I'm gonna
looking.
get. You know, I kind of get disappointed at Christmas sometimes, and well,
Why?
you know, I sometimes I just don't get what I think I guess deserve.
I'd be a great
No,
mad,
that's
come
the
to think of
whole
it. That would be
idea of
awesome. I
we're
already have the
entitled
big
to
glasses.
gifts. But I mean,
Maybe
like,
I can
what's the best
do. If I was
Christmas
gonna be my
gift you ever got?
own, my color would be purple because that's my
about it.
favorite color. But if I was gonna do them,
I
I'd
know,
absolutely
I
have to do
know,
the lime
okay.
green.
I kind of have to set the stage for this. So, it was like, well, it was the 80s.
The Mr. Magoo
and,
version was
it
your first version of a
1980
Christmas
actually,
Carol.
and,
That's
You
interesting.
had me at the 80s.
and I totally and
I
completely
forgot how
wanted a
much
pair of
vamping
Calvin
this
Klein
one had
jeans,
in
like, more
between
than
the
anything
riffs.
in the whole wide world, and because it was Brooke Shields, she was model of the century or whatever.
Yeah,
it was the whole
she
thing.
did
I
a
wanted it.
Muppet Show episode back
And,
in like 1981, I think.
I kind of knew they were under the tree.
I think it was the Alice in Wonderland
one
one.
because I knew the wrapping paper from the store and everything, and I knew they were under there. And I was getting ready. There was a big basketball game against my high school against St. Cloud Tech. And I was thinking how good.
And was the Mickey Mouse one. That's a common one. My family loves that one.
So I went under the tree, and I went.
I think mine was Muppets. I'm not 100%, but I assume it's something that I've watched my whole life, so I assume it was.
90-pound body.
Wait, what did you do with the wrapping? How did you?
I just left it under there.
Okay,
I
okay,
left it under there.
smart.
And then I put him on. I went to the game, and I was like, I took off my ski jacket, so everyone could see him.
See you rocking the jeans, but wait, weren't you worried that another family member would be at the game and see you?
No, I was the youngest. No one cared about me. My parents were at a party. My sisters and brothers were off, probably smoking pot or something. No, they were married. I don't know. They were long gone. But anyway, I went to the thing. I had like a little turtleneck on with my, my initial necklace kind of dangling, and strut, pout, put it out. 90 pounds of Bridget. Anyway,
I can totally.
So apparently,
anyway,
Bridget's
so
talking
then I
about
went home and I
opening
put 'em back
presents when
in,
she was
and
young.
on
Apparently,
Christmas,
according to
I
my
opened
Aunt
'em up,
Jackie, my mom would open
and
presents
they were kind of wrinkled
early,
from where
right,
I sat.
Jackie?
I think I'd maybe sat on
Yep,
something
she would
like a junior mint or
sneak
something. Anyway,
and
that was
open the
big
tape
gift,
and look and tape it
like,
back up.
that's
And then my
about
dad
all.
has
Did you
gotten
act
so
surprised,
good
and
at
did
like
your family
guessing what
lie?
things are.
Yeah, I think darn.
So it's
no.
like
I
they
think that
together
was
like
fine.
I like surprises. I'm like
What
I don't
about
want it
you?
opened. I don't want to shake it too much.
My mom
I like
always
surprises,
gave
but my
garage sale
parents were
gifts,
like
and I
little
always found that
delinquents when it
really
came to Christmas
upsetting.
presents.
And it never matched what I wanted, that whole thing. And then one year, I had to have been in my late 20s.
Mickey Mouse one was my youngest nephew's version that he grew up with. That's always fun.
Amazing purse that was tooled leather, and the top of it was a saddle.
This is a good question, though. What are your guys' favorite Christmas presents you've ever gotten? Since that's kind of what they're vamping about right now.
Late 20s,
I'd have to
early
really think
30s.
about
I was a
it.
grown-up.
I'm
yeah.
getting this.
Because
Yeah,
now
very
that I've
cool.
asked
You
the
know
question, my
how
mind went
purses-
blank on like
Yes,
literally
yeah.
every Christmas present I've ever had in my life.
The,
So now I'm
it's a
like, oh
Western
no,
saddle for the
what would it
top.
be?
You take the stirrup, pull it over to access the contents. It was so detailed. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And for the first time, my mom scored with her garage sale presents. And she was so thrilled. I was so thrilled. I loved that purse. It was so silly and so great.
Oh, Mary Jo, that's so cute. That's like
Now
a
I'm,
Hallmark
like, just
special.
completely
Mom scored with the garage
drawing
Wow.
blanks,
Do
or
you
I'm
think I
thinking of
could-
too many things at
Oh, we
once.
could
Create
write
a
it.
line
Ooh,
of
the original
cards
Atari
as well.
console.
Write
That's a
that
good
this
one.
afternoon and-
There was a year my
Let's
family
do.
went to Disney
But
for
you know
the
what,
first
Mary Jo?
time in
I know you're getting the
2007.
Ford Taurus. You lucky
Yes.
duck.
Only
I know you
went
got
to
the
Magic
saddle
Kingdom.
purse. And,
Yes.
I just
We
have
weren't staying on
these to
property
think
or
about,
anything,
'cause I
but
don't know
that was
what
really
might get
big
me,
for us.
but
But then when we got home, that was in
got you a
November, so
little
we thought we were gonna have a
something.
super small Christmas.
Bridget, I didn't
But
get
we
you
actually got a
anything.
Wii for Christmas, which was
Anyway,
enormous for us
okay,
because
a
we
lot of you
almost
don't know
never
this,
got
but Mary
consoles
Jo
the
and
year
I
they came
have-
out. That
well,
almost
we've worked
never
together for
happened. To
years.
this
We've
day,
been on a million
that's not a
projects
big
together.
deal.
way
for us.
back,
Like we usually
were in
have
a
to wait
skating
to get
show,
consoles.
and I don't know. We just have done a million things. But the thing that most people don't
There we
know
go.
is Mary Jo and I were
we got 'em.
gold diggers on the Dean Martin show.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh!
My mom is
don't
coming up,
tell
so
me.
I think my Jackie's trying to keep
You-
it relatively
I
quiet
did,
for
I
us.
did. Okay, I found this little clip, and Mary Jo, it is for you.
Oh, BB gun and
for
a
very
reference to a
Merry
Christmas story.
I want
Nice.
you to just
Bridget.
reminisce, and your gift from me is just the happy,
Mom.
wonderful memories of Dean.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
fine.
and
It's like
I.
they're vamping in the thing that I'm watching.
So
So
thank you,
calm down, you
dear
two.
You're
It's
welcome.
okay.
So we're gonna set up. You know, we got to set this up. So, I don't know if people know this, but Dean never
still want your answers, even if it
practiced.
made
He
you
would
sound
just show
old.
up on
Maybe
Sunday
our
nights. You never knew
Switch.
who was gonna be there.
You
And
and your
in
sister
his
share it.
contract, he said,
I know
"I'm
my
only
sisters had
showing
gotten
up for
themselves
the
a Switch, and then I think
Yeah,
my
exactly.
youngest
Send me the
sister Daisy bought herself a
and
Switch Lite
so
because
he
she
was
wanted
awesome.
her
So
own.
that's kind of what's going
She had
on
some
here.
kind of
He
reason
didn't
for
know
it.
Mary Jo and I
But
were
like
gonna
personally,
be
like the
in
Wii was a
scene,
huge
and the
one
thing is,
because
he
like we
loved me
never got
so much,
consoles
so he's
brand
super
new,
happy
very,
that I
very
was
rare.
in
So
it.
that was a fun one.
And Mary Jo,
But what's one?
and
That was
of
for the
course,
family. What's like a
that you were there
personal
Happy-ish.
one? Because I've gotten good ones.
No.
When I got the
But
whole
you will
collection
see-
of the
you'll see
Fraggle Rock
when he
DVD
comes down the
set, that was a
steps
big
and
one.
he's
He has
totally
no idea.
surprised.
So anyway, let's just
So my
roll
mom
tape.
and aunt are
It's so
bringing
much
in
fun.
some
Merry Christmas, Mary
giant
Jo.
gifts for
Memory
under this tree
lane.
from
I know.
my
Let's
mom for
go.
over here. So that's
Oh,
fun.
here it is.
Okay,
MJ.
here we go. Back to shorts and stuff. There we go.
We just zipped
Boys,
right in
hold
there
on.
at the last second.
And
Both the
his
dogs are
face is
outside, like
just-
scratching
see, and
up the
that's when my
door, wanting to
thighs
come
go.
inside.
But I love that hairstyle on you, MJ.
Do you really? I feel like it makes my face look too round.
I love it.
Some of these old Christmas specials were weird as heck,
Nice
man.
choreography.
I wrote that.
Ooh, got an original NES in 1987. That's
I want
awesome.
his job.
Oh, look at him.
Now, do you notice how you're trying to get his attention, where I'm just being really professional about it?
Yeah, I guess I see that. But see, look how you're
This
grabbing
did
your
not
big
get
mitts all over
claimed
him
at all
the
when
time.
I practiced with it earlier, so we should be good as far as I know as
Let's
well.
have more grabbiness.
Sad that all I can do is think about like, oh, please don't get shut down.
Oh, that was cute. That was really fun.
I hate this song, by the way, The
Did you
Marshmallow
keep your,
World. I do not
Santa
like it.
coat? Your
Oh,
little-
yeah, but Kevin wore it once. He took it from me.
Yeah,
Remember
back
that
in the day, you
Christmas
could put on
special at
whatever,
MST?
man.
That's right.
Oh,
Everyone's
there
like,
we
what is
go.
happening?
He was a fox, I'll tell you what. I know you've loved him for years.
I know. Mary,
How's
Jo,
it
look how
going?
cute you are.
Watching
think it was
the
about
Mary Jo
8.
special. Say hi to everyone, Mom.
So
They'll be
then,
right
why
here.
did the producer pull us? I don't know why.
Can the dogs come back in?
Why- Did you ever know
Okay.
why we couldn't come back?
Well, I think
It this looks like a parody of a special, not like something real. But they were all like that back then. I feel because when Phineas and Ferb
Oh,
did a parody of it
Fine
themselves,
answer.
it's exactly like the Star Wars holiday special, just in 11 minutes. Hit Matt and Mom. People are like, hi, Faith's Mom. Hi, Mom.
I know, I'm totally owning it. I know. This was actually pretty prescient.
Yes. Speaking of mitts, look at this. Man.
Hi, Faith's Mom. Hi, Mrs. Nunez. Everyone's just like, hi.
I'm embarrassed now.
Oh, Dean.
She said
we
hi,
hardly
Faith's
knew
Tribe,
ya.
so you all know that
I
she's
love them.
acknowledging.
That was so nice of you, Bridget. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And oh gosh, do I want to light a heater right now so badly.
That might be the first time any of you have
No, but
seen
what
my
about my
family other than
dancing, Mary
maybe
Jo?
pictures.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know if
just
I've
giving
ever
you a
put
bad time.
anyone
Do
on
not
a
let
video or
lack
stream
of
before.
dancing skills get in the way of our friendship.
What is
or
next? I'm trying to
our
remember
little
what this even.
Christmas
Okay, there's
special,
another short
okay?
coming up. So there's got to be something.
Okay.
Thank
okay,
you all for
yes,
greeting my
you're right,
mother.
you're
It's
right,
very
you're right.
fun.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. We can maybe have a.
That'll be our separate podcast. How You've Wronged Me is the name of our podcast.
Have I said hi to everyone that's in here?
Anyway,
Hi, Donna.
Merry
I don't know if
Christmas.
I've seen
love-
you in the
I love
chat
you,
till just
Gino.
now.
You were gone. He's been gone.
Hey,
all these
Devlin.
many
Yes,
years.
special
Maybe
holiday
we could try
guest.
the
Yes, that
Christmas
fits right in with the weird holiday
You love
specialness
that.
of this.
Well, it's snowing out. It's beautiful, beautiful here in the Minnesota, upper Midwest today, and
Yeah.
it just reminds me of my small town growing up. And when it started to be this time of the year,
Mhm.
started to get kind of cold. We knew that it was almost the holiday season when the Dairy Queen would close.
Hey, John, what's
They
up?
would put a sign up that would say, "DQ closed for the
We're a
season."
tribe like Survivor? Apparently so.
Oh,
Faiths take tribe.
I
We don't have a
love
name. If you guys
poetry
want a
words
name,
like
let me know. There's
that.
we're at
Well, that little thing reminds me of
1,606
right now we
people
have a
now,
little short
so
that is of the season. And I think you're
That's
really
the thing.
gonna
I've
enjoy- you know,
seen
I think,
clips
Mary
of
Jo,
like
that
old
they
Christmas
stick to
specials
the,
before
to the
from other
original
variety shows, and they
narrative
all
just
look the
about as
same
much
like
as
that.
The Christmas classic we just watched.
Oh, good. Bring it on.
Oh, we'll
Yeah,
watch
we're also up to
the,
30 people just on this stream, so
nativity
that's fun.
story of the Little Lamb.
I await.
Coming at you.
Okay, here we go. How many Christmas shorts did Castle
Christmas
Films
story
do?
of the
Because the Christmas short extravaganza has 1 million of Castle Films. Our name can be Legendary Rock Band Foreigner. That would be hilarious.
Look, there's
That's a
Alfalfa.
lot of kids.
Oh my gosh, and baby Mike Nelson.
To God's love commits me here. Ever this night be by my side.
Let's see, Sketchman, what's
Joseph
up?
and Mary's prom picture.
We're only in the first special, so we still... Not much, only... How long is this one? Only about the first 20 minutes, not much.
About baby Jesus. Well, supposing I tell you a story about both.
And I'll throw in Han Solo and Scrooge, too.
Did all kids have robes back then? I don't think we had robes when we were that little.
Important little lamb in the whole wide world. Yes,
Ha, not gonna. Psych.
A long time ago.
My hair was fashionable.
Mary Jo was born.
Outside the little town of
What about that one?
Thanks, Phyllis Diller.
storm-laden night. We find 3 shepherds. Very important to our story.
Looking for pants.
Oh, he pulled down his skirt in a ladylike fashion.
A dozen times had the storm scattered them. They're all safe now, Asa.
Kids either had robes or smoking jackets back then, apparently, because I don't remember that from when I was
Are you
little.
going to look for him? I have looked for him. Looked for him till I'm worn out. That one lamb has run away more times than all the others put together.
Besides, I put up lost lamb posters on all the telephone
Yeah, it's like all the
poles.
Castle Films, man.
He's frightened, Uncle Asa. and
Pretty
miserable.
impressive
He may be
production,
hurt.
probably for
I
what it
can't
is,
leave him like that.
honestly.
We'll be back as soon as we find him.
And
Come.
then we'll slaughter him.
Ah, forget it. I never liked that lamb.
Well, that's true. I did. I also grew up in a very old,
Man, I wish I
cold,
hadn't
drafty
gone
house.
commando
But we
today.
just, you know,
Listen,
I'm kind of used to the cold, to be honest.
there he is.
But he's not even trying.
Help me, Father.
Oh, ow, oh, skin, oh, squishy, ouch. Oh, my bottom.
Man. That seems
You are
very...
in such trouble, young man.
Okay,
Oh,
thankfully, I was like,
Bridget,
that seems
want a
dangerous. I'm like,
Ford
oh, no, it doesn't look
Taurus
that
and a
bad.
lamb for Christmas.
There, little lamb. Everything is all right now.
Sorry.
Until
Anxiety
dinner.
tick. Ugh. Ugh, there we go. Ugh.
Oh no, we wandered onto the set of a musical.
And onto them, a medical alert bracelet
Yeah,
appeared.
the lamb did just give up. I was just like, yeah, I'll just stay here.
For I am Hugh Beaumont.
House that was built in the 20s. I think ours is actually older.
There
I
is a
believe
way
our
to
house
lower
is
your
been,
cable bill.
It's like 100, 110, 120, something like that. No, the
Of
lamb
the
is small,
Long
but it is of
Island
much account.
Christ.
Thou wilt find him wrapped in swaddling.
Hey, Greedy's girl, good to see you. You're not rude. I'm just glad to see you. I like being able to shout everybody out. So
Already.
we're at 35 people. Woohoo!
Wow.
That angel can really haul ass.
What is it? What does it mean? We must tell Asa of this.
He'll sit and complain and do nothing.
Well, I bows. Back to the land of the lost set.
Wake up, sheeple.
Oh, I get it. Okay, that guy back there looks like he's wearing a Rastafarian novelty cap.
Get over that. Your favorite Cleaver's dad is.
I know. An angel
Linus
appeared
did
to
do
us,
it better.
and he said,
Hi, Wally. Hi, Beef.
"What?
What?
Battle thy brain.
That is always the absolute classic. That's probably the best Christmas special of all time. Is Charlie Brown. Movie-wise, you add like It's a Wonderful Life and Muppet Christmas Carol. We're talking just like the 30-minute
You can see what
specials.
good it did to search for
It's
that
gotta be
lamb.
Charlie Brown.
Already he's running away again.
I mean, coming when we call.
I'll take care of him, Uncle Asa. Thou needst have no concern."
Oh, kids always say that.
Christ child.
And we shall find him lying in a manger. That must mean that he's in a stable.
And why should a king be born in a stable? Answer me that.
It could be remodeling.
That when we find him. Wilt thou come with us, Asa?
Yea, I will go with thee. Wait,
That guy.
wilt thou take the lamb?
I'll be responsible for him, Uncle Asa.
What new madness is this?
What?
Put that lamb down and leave him.
He's like, can I have this pet? What madness is
It's
this?
madness for a shepherd to watch sheep. Madness.
And carrying the little lamb with them,
And leaving the 99.
Benjamin and Asa struggled through the hills on this very
This is the
holy
part
night.
of The Chosen.
Hours later, they
I need to watch that though. My
approached
parents
the
say it's
little
really
town of
good.
Normally a 10-minute drive.
Crowded, wonderful Bethlehem lying before them in the night.
Magi called in sick.
Who art thou?
Excuse me.
We come seeking Christ the King.
Okay.
Well, I think he
Gosh, I
is
see
here.
why the Bible
An
cut
angel
this
told us
part.
he is born.
It is dragging a
Is
little
he
bit.
What are they trying to get into a speakeasy?
What's going
And
on?
then
Oh,
Otter's
great. I
Jug
just got him
Christmas
quieted
is
down.
also one of the things of my
Yeah,
entire
Mary
life.
Jo,
I
that
don't remember a time in
Joseph's
life
kinda
having not
dashing.
known that.
You know, by the way, doesn't the Joe in your name stand for Joseph?
Why, yes, it does.
My name is Joseph, and this is Mary, my wife.
Thank God you didn't bring any more frankincense. I think that is the weirdest baby gift.
I heard thee speaking outside. Thou art welcome.
But don't post anything on Facebook. King Herod is always online. It's really putting out the BTU.
What the heck?
It's going to be hard to conceal when they flee to Egypt next week.
Yeah, I don't know why they had them speak in Old English like this.
Mary Jo, did you know that my name is Bridget Mary, as in, you know, Mary Mother?
Did you know my name is Mary Joseph, as in I'm obviously more Catholic than you?
Well, we know the bishop and stuff.
Yeah, he's a glow-in-the-dark baby.
He's cold.
Solar power. He's solar power,
Is there
baby.
no more than a shawl to warm him?
Well, you could pick him up.
Aw.
Please. The lamb would keep him warm.
What?
Wait a minute. I mean, in the last short, they at least held the turkey.
I know, they cradled the turkey.
What are they gonna... No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Come on. No. Please do not do what I think you are going to be doing.
I don't
no,
remember this at
no,
all. How long has it been
no.
since I've seen this
No,
one?
this is
This
a
is
bad idea. Oh, Jesus, we're sorry.
Aw.
The lamb, for which I had no care, is of the greatest importance.
Wow,
Yeah,
way to
Asa, how you
completely
feel
turn on your
now?
heel with that one,
I
Uncle.
did not know. Forgive me.
I forgive you for being a terrible shepherd, but please just get the lamb out of the crib.
Seriously, first the drummer boy, and now this.
Well, now it's
Did
making it look
anyone
like
read
the
the
lamb
source
itself is
material?
holy,
There's a
which does not
plethora.
feel right to me.
They really took shortcuts.
Everyone's
totally
now like,
making
soul pals,
stuff
soul
up.
pals, soul pals,
So
soul
you think
pals.
someone would buy them a stroller?
I know, at the very least.
Let's get these people out of here, Mary.
Say, don't I know you?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is it gonna kick the baby? Is it gonna nip at the
Kick
baby?
them out and sleep in heavenly peace. Merry Christmas, Mary Joseph.
Merry Christmas, Bridget Mary.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yay. Oh my gosh.
You know what I like about this Christmas special, Bridget?
What?
It's a Christmas holiday special,
Mhm.
but you can use it year-round.
Excuse me.
I'll start the car.
Well, symbolically is a holy man. I guess that's true. Yeah, we couldn't have Nestor, but we get this little lamb. That's true. Lambs are soft and warm and fun to carry around. I'm just worried because he's literally a newborn child. Ouch. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Alright, so, like I said, have you seen the YouTube channel archiving broadcast editions of Mystery Science? Probably. I wouldn't know it by name, though. I know a lot of the Mystery Science channels because that's how I download them to use for myself a lot of the time. So I probably know of it, but I'm not sure what it's called. Excuse me, I should not be yawning like this. So with this one, so we're mostly doing Bridget and Mary Jo, but one of them I had to cut because YouTube was going to ban it. Because of course it was, because I did some practice with it earlier, I did some tests. So instead we are adding in 2 short ones of the guys to kind of fill in that 30 minutes it was going to give us. So, we're 38 people still, which is very good. Let's see. I didn't mean to yawn, I don't know, I'm even tired. Love you, Mom, bye! Aw. Is Harvey doing okay, too?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Okay, good. Alright, love you, bye. Let's see. Alright, Mom's heading out of here. So, we're gonna do Banks the Money Movers, which if you just thought of the title, you'd probably think, how's that Christmassy at all? Well, it is vaguely based off of Scrooge. However, his name is, I think, Arthur Scrooge instead of Ebenezer, so let me know if the audio is good on this one, by the way, as well.
It's time for RiffTrax.
It's a bit loud. From my end, it sounds a little loud, so I'm going to turn that down just a little. Let me know how that is. This one we have to...
for Timer, the cheese guy?
We have to cut off the credits because the... Oops. Paused that by accident. Forgot I had a touch screen. Because the music on the credits is apparently copyrighted, so we gotta stop when the credits start rolling.
I wonder if this would fit up my nose.
Is this a secret sequel to Magical Disappearing Money? Might as well be, man.
Love to perv out on my garage sale money. Yes.
Banks, the money movers.
Hey Jackie, what's
adapted
up?
From that classic
Oh, you had a dead
Charles
iPad.
Dickens
I'm glad you're
tale,
watching it on your
Little
TV.
Dorrit.
Wait, what?
There was a bank in Little Dorrit.
I don't think it's that stupid undigested bit of beef again. Why the hell do I always forget to digest my beef?
Public domain Scrooge.
That's the thing. You would think that Scrooge is already public domain, so why do they have to change the names and stuff?
Changing your first name did not change your heart.
Yeah, see, like, I don't understand.
Jack Marley?
Jack. Than Bob Marley, I guess.
Dead for 7 years.
That's funny, because that's the joke they use in Muppets, is Robert
For 7
Marley.
years I roamed the earth, dragging the chains I forged in life.
Shopping at discount menswear stores.
Miser like you.
I'm not a greedy old miser. I'm a thrifty.
Then why do you keep all your money in your mattress?
Bad idea. You're a chronic bedwetter.
At night?
And where else should I put my money? In a bank? With all those people handling it.
Wouldn't he just have, like, a
rubbing
safe?
themselves on it?
Right here. But I can see it and use it whenever I want.
But if you put your money in the bank, it could be working for you and helping others at the same time.
I will say that my grandpa always wanted my aunt to take the money out of the bank so he could do things with it, even though she's like, it's all in there, I can tell you what we have and what to do with it. He liked it out a lot of the time. Hey Amy, what's up?
So this Marley is condemned
Doing
to
good,
eternal
kind
hell
of tired for some reason, but we're doing a
Wells
bunch of
Fargo?
Christmassy stuff today.
Trying to nail
Mostly
down the
Bridget, Mary Jo, but a couple with the guys too to help stretch a little bit.
As I have.
In community theater, in very small parts, and only if I donate $500.
Wait!
Everyone's saying he looks like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was Scrooge in the 2010 or 11 one that they did in the type of mocap animation for Disney, I think.
I'll be doing both.
I don't need banks.
Yes, Christmas Carol, but about banks, yep.
You're an intelligent man. Shrewd, hardworking, thrifty. You of all people should know that banks are very useful. Banks, humbug. Here.
Not Hambug or some other off-brand thing.
Don't worry. They can't see us. But now, have you ever thought about
Why is Scrooge holding his breasts? Does teleportation make your nipples tender?
Well, that's true, but that's only part of it. You see, our economy runs on money, and banks are the money movers.
The 2010 Motel movie. Thank you, Sketchman. Sketchman. I knew it was somewhere in there. I just couldn't think of which one.
How can they move money when they're supposed to keep it?
Oh, quite simple.
Cool, it's a money hog. Oh, every kid used to have a money hog.
I don't think that's what they were called.
They were called money hogs.
There are two main ways to deposit money in the bank. One is in a savings account, and the other is in a checking account.
How do you spell stick
up? Savings account, you just fill out a simple form.
Really? It was that Carrie Carroll bombing that canceled the Yellow Submarine
You don't have
remake?
to have as much money as Mrs. Point Smythe.
I mean, she
That's
killed
weird,
a
I
lot of
didn't know
people for
that.
that dough.
The bank will give you a passbook in which you keep a record of the money in your account.
I'm gonna buy so many pool boys.
Oh man, before the internet.
But what if I wanted to use some of my money?
Oh, you've given your money to the bank, but it doesn't
Right,
belong
Badger
to
from Breaking Bad?
So you can take out or withdraw your money anytime you wish.
But why should I go to all that bother? I can deposit or withdraw money from my mattress just as easily.
Yes, but it isn't as safe. And your mattress doesn't pay you interest.
Interest?
Interest.
Yes.
You know, the thing nobody has in this short.
I just don't know whose idea this was. We want to do a short about banking. Instead of just making it like, you know, a kid, like it would
And I
normally
can't
be.
send
Just
Tiny
like,
Tim because he's dead.
Well, in that case, perhaps a checking account might interest you.
Scrooge with the aging rock star turned real estate.
oh my gosh, I
agent
forgot
look.
about that.
Stop flirting with yourself, creepy old man.
A checking account. The bank provides you with checks to use in place of your cash. Then, when you want to pay for something, you can write a check for the amount of money you need.
And with a little practice, you can commit light fraud.
And 50 cents.
Why would
For as
Scrooge
much
buy a
money as you
motorcycle?
have in your account.
What?
With checks, you can withdraw money from the bank anywhere, at any time, for almost
Oh,
anything you
Honda.
need.
Scrooge is going to get his ass kicked at Sturgis.
Rice burner.
Why would what? What?
Checks are safer to
Like,
use
of all the
than
things
cash
for them to
because
make the
only
Scrooge
you
want
can
to
spend
buy and
them.
use a bank for,
Only
why
your
is it
signature
this?
can make them good.
Unless you write a dumbass name like Ebenezer, then we'll flag the hell out of it.
They use this music in
Now, all of this was in Dickens' first
Technical
draft. by the way.
Failures.
Even the goofy
short.
music.
What about my money here in the bank? What happens if the bank gets robbed? Or burns down?
Robbed or burned down by a decrepit guy in a dress who definitely isn't me.
Been in trouble. But not today. Banks now have insurance to replace people's money if it's stolen or destroyed.
And banks are
Why
controlled
does
by
the
the
teller look
Rothschilds.
like a
Who are
successful
these
Norman
lizard people?
Deposit
Craster?
Insurance
Oh
Corporation,
man.
or FDIC for short. This emblem shows that every deposit at the bank is safely insured.
Your chance to live.
I always
Technological
thought
failures. Thank
FDIC
you,
was
Roland.
funny ducks and capes. Probably why I never trusted
my
banks.
money is safe here in the bank.
Oh, yes. And you want to know
Madness,
something?
madness. Yes.
Even if a robber did try to steal your money, most of it wouldn't be here anyway.
Please ask
Wouldn't
before
be
touching my
here.
bony old man shoulder.
Because the bank is putting it to work, making more money.
Oh, no. Nobody's doing that with my money.
Oh, hold on here. Let's take a look at what happened.
Good to see the ghosts
Is
are
that
using
music
their
used in the
godlike powers
Lemon
to
Mel
be wacky.
short?
People
The
put money in the
reading
bank.
backwards and forwards or whatever?
If the bank kept all of their customers' money here in the vault, it would be as idle as the money in your mattress.
Though not quite as urine
So
stained.
instead, they keep a small portion of each deposit and put the rest to work by loaning it out.
Or buying toasters to give to new customers.
Do you mean that if I put my money in the bank takes it and loans it out
Like,
to
that's the
somebody
thing.
else?
I would have thought
That's
that his
right.
stuff was
You
already
see, the
public
money
domain, so why do they
deposited
change
at
the
the bank is pooled
names?
together with other
That's
people's
what I don't
money.
I'm thrown
understand.
into a lake.
Then,
Yeah, we're not a
the
good
bank
bank.
makes money available to people who need it and can pay it back. Loans are made to businesses.
A severe loan storm killed dozens today and caused millions of dollars in damages.
These loans help the community grow and improve.
And if the community doesn't pay him back, we take one of their thumbs.
But If my money is being loaned to other people, how can I take it out when I need it?
History's most famous financier is an idiot about banks.
Yes, copyright law is extended every time Mickey Mouse is about to fall in public domain. That's true. I've heard that.
And repaid loans.
Then the pool washes or launders the money.
George Bailey already explained this whole thing much better in an actual Christmas movie. I agree. Like, if he was already so stuck in his ways about keeping the money in the mattress, I don't think any of this would convince him, man.
Savings and checking accounts, and helping people in the community who need money.
Like this mob contractor, bada bing.
Well, there's a lot more to a bank than just keeping money.
Imagine having to shoot this and you have to be dressed like that on the street.
Find out about all the different services banks have to offer. Each of these services is designed to make our monetary transactions safer, quicker, and easier.
Let these childish cartoons coddle you into trusting
through our economy.
Oh my gosh, that close-up was unnecessary.
Screw them. Diners Club forever.
Already
oh yeah, I gotta cut it off at the credits. I gotta remember that. A political gangster, yes, political gangsters.
I thought the money was a pool.
It's a wet pinball machine, okay?
Working as loans. Helping businesses grow.
A frustrating game of chance with little skill involved.
Community.
The music's pretty good. I was jamming for a second there.
With jobs,
could have just been lulled into a sense of
Scrooge ever heard
blandness,
of pinball? Is this metaphor working for him at all?
Your money has never really left.
Yes, Jonathan. Scrooge was a money lender. He would understand how loans work.
Not like those Q-Bert
He wouldn't need
machines.
this dude.
Can't trust them.
Maple Street, Anytown, USA. That's what that said. Weird.
Which won't even be enough to play a game of pinball.
Well, I must admit, bank sounds like a very good place. Be like.
Long, I haven't cut it
because
since
we don't have the budget to show you.
I see your point.
2019. It's been like 2 years, 2.5 years. It's been a while. When I had it cut, it was like, let me double.
Next, the spirit of Bitcoin appears, and
lagging for
Scrooge gets
anybody
even
else.
more insufferable.
Anybody else lagging? Please, everyone, let me know. Oh
You there?
shoot!
What day is it?
Gosh dang it! It's lagging. Crap. Ah, why are you lagging?
It'll be okay.
Internet is going slow. Why is the internet going slow?
Sorry, babe.
That's okay. Ah.
Believe it or not, I can't believe it.
Let's see. Buffering, lagging. Crap. Thanks. See. Let's see. Let me. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. I had to cut off the credits of this one anyway. So let me put this up for 2 seconds. Turn my audio down. I will be right back. I have one fast question about internet real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to, because it was lagging again. My mom was actually still here for a second, so I was asking about, because she, I thought, knew Google a little bit better than me, because I just got it at my current place, and I was like, can I switch some of that over to here so it lags less? I will have to call Google and figure that out, so that way, yes, I'm back. I have to call Google to figure out some stuff to make sure that I have better internet connection here. Because see, like right now it looks totally fine on my end, but everyone said it was lagging, so we'll figure that out. Anyway, let's get to the next short. Oi. Alright, so this is, okay, so it's the second special they did. Did this one have anything I need to cut? Give me just a second to double check. Yes, okay, so there's a point for about 3.5 to 4.5 minutes into this that I have to cut because of music or something. Just so you know, that's what I am doing when that happens. Okay, there we go. Did YouTube not like it when you tested out Blessed Midnight? No, it's letting me do Blessed Midnight. It is letting me do that. I have a minute in this one I have to cut, and I have a minute in the Charlie's Christmas Secret I have to cut. But the Shoemaker one here and Blessed Midnight are both okay, I think. Okay, let's go. And again, let me know about the audio.
Tonight so that we may bring you the following special program.
And now, the holiday tradition you've come to know and love. RiffTrax presents a very special Bridget and Mary Jo RiffTrax holiday special with Bridget Nelson and Mary Jo Peel.
You want to get out there again, bud?
Thank you, Kevin. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy everything. Mary Jo, are you excited for Christmas?
You know, I don't know. I can never tell if
Tell me there's commercials. I don't remember if there are commercials on this
I love
one.
the holidays.
I kind of scan
But
through
I
a
get
little
a little
bit.
stressed having
Maybe.
people over to celebrate, you know, wanting everyone to have a good time.
Or leave.
Well, we could all use a little help with our meat and our carving. And just in time,
Yeah, about 3.5 minutes here. I have to fast forward a little bit, and then we will get back to it, so we just don't get cut off or anything. I don't think it was something that would cut it, but I'm not sure. At least it was claimed, so I want to avoid any issues.
Gosh, Homey Condiments sure got a lot of film work back then.
It's a nice day for a white dinner.
Sometimes they make food look so unappetizing and just like
so busy at the
weird.
studio lately. But all he does every night is come home and fall into bed.
Yeah, and probably making so much money he needs a truck to get it to the bank.
Harvey Korman!
Get in the kitchen, he'll be right in. Al, take your usual place in Gloria.
Huh.
Mary?
What the hell?
The table, I mean. What is this, an anniversary or something? Thank you, no.
I'm just perfect.
Okay, there we go. For a minute, I didn't see any comments coming up, and I got scared.
But it is a special occasion. You see, Joe has learned.
Mary, don't tell him a thing.
Turkey and I would like to announce our engagement.
Yes, there is a U-log video that Kevin did, I
start
believe.
throwing up after dinner.
All right. Everybody ready? No. Wait a minute. Some kind of a gag. Now, it's not an anniversary, but it is a special occasion.
Well, okay.
Now, we have to find out
Go ahead.
first.
I hate
You guys
when
might
he
hear
gets all
some dog barking
Hercule
in the background.
Poirot at dinner parties.
You're going to try carving a turkey again.
Is that really Harvey
Oh, now,
Korman?
hold
It must
everything,
be,
will you,
because I don't know
Joe?
why else they would
Now,
say
don't
it that
start
like so
carving that
excitedly and not
beautiful
turn it into
turkey
just a
yet.
joke.
Please, I got to go get my camera.
I assume it is.
You know, I always swore if we had pictures of you the last time you tried carving a turkey, we'd have made a mint selling them for a TV comedy.
We'd call it the Carol Burnett Show.
Please don't get hurt.
Yeah, it has to
wouldn't
be.
hurt you for the
I
world
think.
to know that, Joe, but honest, watching you carve is...
Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Al hasn't touched me in months.
Al.
Turns out his name isn't even Al.
Decided to give you a special treat. Now, I was going to let you watch from the other end of the table. But for you,
Nice
seeing as how you're my
reference to
very
both
special
the
friend,
Star Wars special and
because you get
his
such a kick out of
Muppet Show
watching
episode. I
carve,
appreciate that very much,
I'm going to
Ryan.
give you a special performance. Now, would you step right over here, please?
Now, we've never met before, have we?
I want you to watch very close. Gloria? Mary?
Oh yeah, we should do Word to the Wives one day. Maybe next time we do a Bridget, Mary Joe.
Oh,
like,
plastic
Christmas
turkey is
Day.
easier to slice.
Okay, this I think is where it started too. It just shows him like carving the turkey, nothing much about it. I think it's the music in the background that was gonna get it. He just carves turkey really well for a minute, that's all it is. We're not missing much. I think it was just the music that YouTube was like, claim. So we're gonna just skip that 1 minute, and we should be good for the rest of the special from what my practice
It's taking
showed.
so long, the other side's molding.
Yeah, because it's literally just a
Would you
minute of
mind going to your
that.
place, Al? Or are you going to stand there staring all night? But where did you learn to carve like that? You've been taking lessons or something? From Martha Logan.
AKA my side dish.
You mean the home economist for Swift? Oh, no wonder. She's an authority on meat.
That's what they called affairs back then.
We're making a TV film for them over at the studio.
Yes, that is
The minute I
Harvey
saw what it
Korman
was
in
all
this
about,
that they caught
made up
first,
my
and I was like,
mind
what?
to
But
really
yeah, it
learn all
is.
about carving.
Rather than get my GED.
Camera rehearsals, I got a chance to talk to her.
When she wasn't surrounded by bodyguards and paparazzi.
Yeah, it's either someone owns the rights to that turkey carving footage or the music, and we're just gonna claim it. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that,
It's not
man.
magic, you know.
Well, it sure looks like it the way you do
I
it.
ain't getting cut off again,
And
bruv.
to learn how to do it with all these different meats.
It's not nearly as complicated as you might think.
I have never
All you
thought
have to
carving
learn
meat is
the
super
method.
complicated. I just thought I was
I'll show
clumsy
you
with
what I mean.
knives, which is
Pop up on
true,
the
but
table.
Spread out on the table here are more than
but I've never
20
been
different
like,
cuts
oh
of
man,
meat
I need to
if
learn
you
this. I'm just
include
like,
the turkey
whatever.
and chicken.
I'm just feeding myself.
Now you'll notice that we have them grouped.
by income levels.
If you learn to carve any one piece in each group, you can handle everything else in that group. You watch during rehearsals and you'll see what I mean. For instance, leg of lamb, whole ham, and the picnic shoulder are carved exactly alike.
Shoulder?
You'll see how most of these are carved during
Oh my
camera
gosh, this makes me think of the
rehearsals
Hormel short. Ah.
The only real difference
I don't know if I
between
could.
carving a whole ham
I wonder if I could
and
do that
carving
live or
either
not. I was able to put the
butt
footage
and
in the
cut
short
so
thing. I don't
that
think I got
these are placed
claimed
with
in the
cut
review I
surface
did. So
down.
maybe
The
one day
actual
when we want to
cutting is
like
Well, this is
make
just
everyone
one of
throw
Ron's
up.
typical lunches.
This group includes all steaks. And the only
Hey,
thing to
SP.
remember about steaks
This is one of the
that when
actually most
all
useful
bone is
educational
removed,
shorts in the
care should be
catalog.
taken to cut
Interesting.
each muscle
There, look,
into
there are a
each
few
piece
shorts that
of
actually
meat, so
are
everyone
smart
will
or
get a
educational,
serving
but
from
still
each
ridiculous.
section
It's still
where
fun to
they
make
vary
fun of
in
them.
tenderness.
The steaks were so excited they got to be in a movie.
They told their parents.
For these boneless cuts of meat, just make sure that all carving is done at right angles to the meat grain. That way, all servings are more tender and tasty.
And
Yes, the
beige.
hide cellar, the
And
horde
pot roast
tail.
cut is the same
Hormel.
once the bones are removed. The only thing to remember is that all cutting should be
Everyone's like,
across
oh
the
man,
grain
tail.
or fibers of the meat.
Now, let's take possum.
Loin of pork and lamb ribs, sometimes called the rack of lamb, are carved exactly the same by cutting between the ribs.
Nice rack.
The standing rib roast is done differently but easily. If you turn it onto the cut surface with the rib bones to the left, then carve horizontally.
Or just pick it up and eat it whole.
The best possible example of this idea of learning to carve
Like
by
lamb, what are we, millionaires?
all poultry for that matter.
We should do that one
You
one
see how
day.
it
David and
works?
Hazel's a good
Well, it
one.
sure
It's like it's
sounds
terribly
easy the way
sad,
you
but it's a
tell it.
really
Women
funny
lie
short.
so much.
Turkey.
They give you trouble?
Trouble. I'll never forget the one I tried to carve for our first Thanksgiving dinner.
Things could have been so different.
Better pulling it apart with his hands.
Well, you just watch what I do during rehearsals and when we make the pictures. You'll learn.
How about some
You
private
learn.
carving in my dressing room?
Hope so. One of the first shots.
Just like,
they
if
made
I
was
married a
on
guy
carving
and he
a
didn't know how to
leg of
carve
lamb.
the turkey, I
You
would
know
not
that
shame
carving a
him
leg
for
of
an
lamb is
entire
exactly
year
the same
about
as
it.
carving a whole ham.
Oh, I'm sure that makes the lamb feel
First
better.
step is to cut off 3 or 4 slices
Okay,
from
okay.
the side opposite the cushion.
Charlie's on one of his drunken meat carving jags again.
Paleo Diet, the 12-part miniseries.
The flat bone in the butt end
Read
which
the paleo
slants
for a while,
towards the
man.
seedy section.
They're
not for
building
everyone.
suspense. I'll give them that.
Surface for the roast to stand on while
That was
you're
like a
carving.
decade ago, a decade
Now,
plus, man.
with the roast standing upright, you make sure the shank is to your right, if you're right-handed. A left-handed carver would put it the other way.
Wait, when did he cover right and left?
I know.
Your cuts right down to the bone, using firm strokes with a sharp knife. And when you've got as many slices as you want, You lay your carving knife flat and cut along the leg bone at the bottom of your slices.
By this time, the pizza should have arrived.
You end up with a series of horseshoe-shaped slices just as neat and pretty as you could want.
Man.
And this method of carving is the same for ham and lamb, for roast fresh ham.
I just wondering, like, when would I ever have a leg of meat to carve
We
in my
went to
life?
NYU
Like, I'm like, cool, I know
film
this, but am I
school.
ever going to use it in my life?
I guess we all learned
Oh
something
yeah,
making
a
that
good
movie
Bridget, Mary
because
Jo and I would be all the
Martha
farm
Logan even
farm
had to
family
show the
shorts. That's a good
director how the
idea.
different cuts went so he could figure his camera angle.
That's a good
And how to
one.
light the ham so it looked younger.
Piece. You place the half ham upright with the cut surface down. Make sure the bone
I just don't
end
like ham. I don't need to know this
bone
one.
is on your left. Then slice parallel to the platter, to the round bone.
Is geometry a prerequisite for this?
Geez, heart surgeons have less training than this.
Cut several slices, and then make a vertical cut close to the round bone to free the slices.
I'm like, I'm just taking it in apparently.
You do when you carve a whole ham, except that you're slicing horizontally instead of vertically.
Oh, this is too confusing. I'm going vegetarian.
The shaved piece is practically the same, except that it's easier to cut the meaty cushion free from the bone.
Meaty cushion? Is that about my butt?
Mary Jo, not everything's about your butt.
You don't know that.
It's just... I mean, some things are about your butt, but not everything is about
A roast loin of pork in this case.
They're all putting on their
It's like,
coats
whoever
saying
had
how
this
they have
much
to get the
good food to
babysitter
have to
home.
cut.
Ribs and serving the chop. The carving is easy if you have the backbone cut free when you buy the roast.
Does this count for our final grade?
Roasting. Then remove it before
Like, I will
putting
never
the
even
roast
have
on
a
the
good
platter.
enough
goodness,
meat
it looks like
skewer
it's
like
time
that.
for a station
Guilty.
break.
Oh, and right at the cliffhanger.
Oh, here are commercials.
Oh, another holiday meal suggestion.
Are the Dutch known for potato chips?
The old Dutch were.
They're
Ron
so
and I
happy
had
to
this
be
song at
being
our wedding.
eviscerated.
Bow.
And now it's an earworm for our viewers.
Bow.
Like they're just smiling as they're getting
Old Dutch potato
sliced
chips
up
think
by thin
millennial
air.
chips are spoiled.
Bow.
What?
June in Minnesota.
Jumper cables, antifreeze, snowshoes.
2 tickets for getting the hell out of here.
Are we in Margaritaville?
I'm not even wearing sunscreen.
Jamaica, the carefree PS Holidays way.
Ooh.
Okay, that didn't
$99.
really.
Yeah.
Take the red tape out of traveling. Register at the
What if
Amazon
current
Motel.
Amazon made?
Oh, that's where the
motels
RiffTrax
would be
company
weird?
retreat is.
Service and comfortable accommodations. Kitchenette facilities and
Ooh, this must be the presidential suite.
TV and electrical heat with individual controls make your stay almost as convenient as home.
And yet sadder and smellier.
Located close to major shopping centers, plus entertainment and recreational facilities.
Like bars.
The red tape out of traveling. Stay at the Amazon Motel, 3125 Portage Avenue.
And a standing
There we
roast
go.
of beef also is the same.
Okay, we're back. Mary Jo, did I hear correctly that they have color TV and electrical heat with individual controls at the Amazon Motel?
That's right, Bridget. You heard correctly.
Oh my gosh, that really does take the red tape out of travel.
I know, it's like a travel package at the Amazon Hotel.
Ever seen an
Motel.
old Charlie Tuna commercial? Super great concept, a fish that wants to be canned and eaten. Oh man, that's worse. That's way worse.
Here. But if you remember what
Yeah,
I
but
just
whenever
showed
food
you,
is like, yeah, eat me, or like when the isn't it
Always cut
the is
the
it
bone
Cinnamon
out
Toast
first
Crunch where they're like
with a
cannibals or
knife.
something?
A
It's
spoon
weird.
won't work. I tried
with
it.
a knife at an angle, cut the tenderloin. That's the smaller piece. Into as many slices as there are people to be served.
So 8, 9,
Those look like slices.
10.
They're like
This is
chunks.
supposed to feed 12 people?
Sirloin strip and the flank piece into the same number of slices. That way, all your servings will be the same.
I guess we'll have to fill up on bread.
Amounts of each part of the steak. If you use this same
A
principle,
lot of recipes though are like, this is supposed to feed 24 people, and it's like enough for like 6 people, man.
Even Gandhi.
Boy, is my wife
That's how it
gonna be
is.
happy
It
when
is
she
Cinnamon
finds
Toast
out
Crunch,
I'm
yeah.
learning how to carve.
Like brownie recipes, like this will make 24 brownies if they're like this big, like a 2-inch brownie. I'm like, who the F eats a 2-inch brownie?
Pot roast. I thought these people were squares.
Wow, so like the thing that they're eating is what gave you the munchies?
Woot!
The next step is to separate the various muscles, or sections of meat, where they divide naturally.
Into gossipy meat clicks.
With the muscles separated, it's easy to see which way the grain runs neatly.
Recipes do always exaggerate quantity. They're like, well, this is great for parties because it makes dozens, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. It makes like 1 dozen tops.
Nice, even cross-grain slices.
You know what, Mary Jo? I have a delicious recipe.
Yeah.
You take a nice pot roast, put it in a crock pot, package of French onion soup, can of Coke.
Ooh, that sounds like meat candy.
That's a very Midwestern pot roast recipe from Bridget there.
Could you not lean on the light?
But since the part along the backbone is the most tender, always make sure everyone
It's like,
gets
I know
an
they're,
equal
but I
portion.
feel like
Even
they're also
those who
taking
have
their
repeatedly
sweet time.
Having round bone pot roast is about the same, except that you don't have to.
Yeah, they're
remove the
wasting a
one
lot of
round
food
bone
just
off
to
the kitchen
teach this
before
guy.
serving.
The meat police will be notified.
So,
The meat
that's how it is now, my boy. You're now looking at an expert carver.
And total bore.
You can carve all those different meats the way you carve that
My Aunt
turkey
Jackie
tonight?
makes a really good pot roast
Just
one a few
about.
weeks ago, and it was really good.
Well, would it be too much trouble?
Just stop
I mean,
talking about it.
I sure will. But right
Yeah,
now,
they're
I
like
can
done
even do
eating.
better.
He's
Why
spent
me?
the whole night just
Well,
talking
I
about
figured
learning
you'd
that.
want to learn, and
Ugh.
since Mary doesn't keep our refrigerator stocked with all those steaks and roasts,
Lazy Mary.
I borrowed a print of the movie we made, and it shows everything I've been talking about. Like to see it? Hey, swell. Good, you finished your coffee?
No,
I'll
it's
get the
absolutely
projector.
true. They
Hope
want you
you're
to
not
fix the
offended
dessert
by
and then
male
feel bad
nudity.
about eating it yourself.
Okay.
It's true.
All set. Now, everybody ready?
Look, I've
Turn the
got
light, please, Mary.
eating
kill
addiction
who,
disorder,
honey?
so it's like I feel bad about everything I eat regardless.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh, no, he's gonna make them watch it.
About a boring dinner party at a boring dinner
He
party.
literally just explained it all, and he's now gonna make them
Inception.
watch the whole thing.
For centuries, carving of
What?
meat has been a fine art.
He's not gonna have
which is
friends
practiced
anymore after
largely
tonight. Harvey
by
Korman is not
highly
gonna invite
trained
this man
chefs
over ever
and
again.
culinary school
I wouldn't.
stoners.
who have had enough interest and patience to learn the skills. But now, Martha Logan, eminent home economist,
Our eminence.
method of grouping the most common meats, a method that makes it easy for anyone to learn to carve.
Don't tell the union.
This method of grouping the various meat cuts is really quite simple. All that is required is an understanding of the similarity between different cuts of meat.
Hamburgers are flat, hot dogs are not.
Think of ham and leg of lamb as being anything alike. Yet, methods for
I
carving
was like,
them
this
are
guy
identical.
just made the whole night all about him, and that's
Take
what
one
annoys me the
large
most.
hammer.
Is to locate the wedge-shaped bone called the H-bone. Here it is on the leg of lamb, pointing toward the section from which the big horseshoe-shaped slices are cut. And here is the H-bone on the ham.
Do I not know my letters?
With the shank bone to the right of the carver, first step in carving is to remove several slices from the side opposite the meaty section.
Oh, there she goes again.
Makes a flat
Joe.
surface for the roast to rest on while carving. With the fork placed in the butt end of the roast,
This
to
is
hold
like
it
getting
firm,
the point of like the cooking
start
short where it's like
slicing at
sides
the
refer to the
end,
exposed parts of the top
cutting
and
down
bottom,
to
and it
the
just gets
bone
like
with
so
firm
in depth.
Firm
Slices should be
butt
at least a quarter
strokes.
inch thick.
What's really going on here?
Now take bread, mayo, mustard, cheese.
Gosh, that sounds delicious. What do you do? Mix it all together?
Oh, you stack it. I call it a sandwich. I'll give you the recipe.
When the desired number of slices has been cut, hold the knife parallel to the cutting board and cut along the leg bone to free the slices.
We demand freedom for ham slices now.
Like, we just saw her do this 2 minutes ago, right? Am I crazy? Didn't we just see them do
Sometimes
this?
the slices have been in captivity so long they have difficulty leaving.
Oh my gosh, yes, this is the second half of A Case of Spring Fever when he won't
can
shut
do it,
up
go.
about springs. It's true. Also, it's funny that you mentioned that because I am writing the next RiffTrax short reviewed, and that one is in it.
Method is used for roast leg of lamb.
I'm very excited about that one.
Who cares?
Hopefully I'll have that up within the week or so.
Ribs to the left of the carver. The fork is inserted between the first and second ribs to hold the roast firmly.
Just lop off the top, insert straws, and suck away. It's like a vacation drink.
Remember to let a roast stand 15 minutes to let it firm up. It will carve more easily.
That's the thing with YouTube and stuff. You can find this info so easily, and you can just fast forward to the part you need.
If you just remember
it's like the internet, you can learn anything, anytime, really quickly.
All
I have to watch.
Chinese.
I have to get the little slideshow thing down and watch this whole thing. Ugh.
Use the tip of the knife to cut along the rib bone and free the slice.
What I really need to know is how to make coleslaw without slicing my fingertips.
As cutting gets further into the roast, the pork should be removed.
I'm too impatient for this kind of stuff, man.
There's so much pork protocol. Who knew?
In carving steak,
it's like that's
one
why
point of paramount importance.
Enough A1 sauce.
I don't know. When I'm in the kitchen too, I just make stuff up. I found that I'm actually pretty good at it, knowing what I like. I don't know if I could cook well for other people, but I can cook well for myself. So I'm just like, whatever, man.
Equality.
Here is a sirloin steak. With the bone removed, hold the knife blade at an angle and slice the steak into equal portions.
What if I want the
Ryan,
whole
they made the
steak?
2 sketches about a case of spring fever years before they actually used it, because I know it's the waffles. It's like, no waffles. What's the second one?
You remember this.
I can only think of the one right now.
Sirloin, ham steak, or even round steak. Everyone at your house will be a happy steak eater. And now to complete our demonstration, I'll show you some of the fine points for the carving job Father loves best. Turkey.
Oh.
The turkey should be placed so that the breast will be to the carver's left.
Guarantee it's going to be dry.
With the knife, cut the strip of skin holding the legs in place.
I always thought that was tape.
Now, press the drumstick outward with a fork or your left hand.
Stop! This turkey has been pardoned by the President of the United States.
Does anyone know what the second one is?
Slash
No
through the skin through the
advertising.
joint.
What episode was
Keep
that
that
in?
outward pressure constant while you're making
Outward pressure?
Hey, turkey, when you gonna
Bride of the
graduate?
Monster. I haven't seen that one in
like your
forever.
brother?
I can't take the outward pressure.
Yeah, I always think of waffles. I forgot they did 2. That's really weird.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yes, needs more quality, freshness, and
Separating
flavor.
the thigh from the drumstick. You make your first cut.
That is so interesting, because, like, Mystery Science
don't cut on the
and
plate, it's
obscure,
gonna make that sound.
has obscure references. But yeah, pick something they knew nobody would know. It's pretty funny. But it's way funnier now that we actually do know what was going on.
Away from the body. With your knife,
Slash both wrists.
cut just above the wing joint, cutting in all the way to the bone. When that cut is made, the breast is ready for carving. Start about
Okay,
halfway
there's
up
a
the breast.
food theory from last year about cooking a
just
turkey
looking at
to
it,
make
that's
it not
all I-
dry,
Oh,
and they
hey, there's someone at the door.
spatchcock the whole
Oh my gosh,
turkey,
I'll get
and
it.
like butterfly it, and that took so
from
much
Mystery
less
Science
time
Theater
to learn just
All
from
rights
that.
reserved.
And dear friend.
Happy holidays! I'm really sorry I'm early.
Oh, it's the
Hey, we
Minnesota
had
ladies.
my
Come
mom
in. I'm
was
so
a special
happy to
little
see you. We're
cameo,
just
and they're
finishing
having
a riff.
bees as a cameo.
Okay,
I
to
forgot
bring you
she
up
was
to
in this at
speed,
all.
a Hollywood director makes a short film starring a beautiful home economist.
Now, the home economist is secretly in love with the director, but is too shy to talk about anything but meat.
That sounds compelling. Is that Army common?
Yes!
Now, wait a minute. Don't get the idea that this is one of those pictures just to make things look easy.
Like Memento.
Well, nicely done, Bees.
Thanks.
She should come back.
She's
and do
more
of
than
them.
a
That'd be super
prop
fun.
diva.
Almost different wine.
MJ, let's ditch the meat talk and just chat with our guests.
Oh, let's. Folks at home, Bees McKeever was part of an amazing team on Mystery Science Theater that did all the sets, props, and costumes.
They should bring her
Bees,
in
I'm
more
so
to do
happy
stuff
you're
with
here.
them.
Welcome to our Riff world.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Okay, so I have to
got
ask
such a
you,
cute
what
voice.
was the most fun thing you ever worked on during the show's run?
I really enjoyed shopping because we'd always have such crazy lists, and I remember getting making a mile-high lemon meringue pie for Crow once.
Yes, that's season 8. I think it's
had
the Mole People
12
episode.
cans of frosting that I was putting through the registry, and the register person, cashier, was looking very confused. Ding, 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 looking at all the cans. I just looked at her and sort of sheepishly said, I've got PMS.
Ooh, frosting.
So I messed with people. It was fun.
Oh my gosh. You know what, you guys? The meat flick is ending. Let's just go sit by the fire.
Oh, great. Come on.
I feel like I know how to carve
Just
meat
left on this one.
by now. Let's go.
I don't remember what the last part of this one is. Is
See,
it
it's
just
so
this?
nice and cozy in here. Okay, Mary Jo, you got your tea.
Yeah,
Bees, you
Bees.
got your cocoa.
I'm good.
There we go.
All right.
So, Bees, what was a bomb you might have
Ooh,
worked
cool
on
season
or
13 update today showing the
that
moon
went
models.
awry?
Interesting. I'll
Was
have to
there
look it
something
up.
that went awry in anything that you did?
Oh, many things went awry.
Oh, do tell.
But one of my favorite moments was I got the opportunity to puppet wrangle Servo for a scene. We were in Observer World. I think it was the Undead or something. We're in this white space with white flats, and I'm puppeteering Servo underneath. He's got an observer robe, and he's being chased, and I'm navigating, like, sort of riding blind on a rocket cycle, like, unable to kind of see where I'm going, and I'm doing good for a minute until the whap! I go face first into a flat.
Nice.
We need more stories like this. Like they just tell these whole stories about the show.
It was fun when you ran into them.
And that's when Bees was asked to leave the show.
That time.
So, Beezy, I understand you brought us something that you found that we're going to riff on.
Oh, okay.
Well, girls, I found this footage of a family Christmas in 1953. There's no
man.
sound, but we all
Oh,
have families, and we
yes.
all spend Christmas with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured we could just piece it together and maybe add some dialogue so we can experience Christmas with them.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
That sounds so great. Kevin, will you join in with us?
Oh, hey.
Oh, good.
I forgot about that too.
Okay, well, gals.
I like the ones
and
where they
Kevin,
all cross
can I ask
over.
one
Like I
quick
know there's
thing?
one where it's
Kevin,
Mike,
during
Kevin,
this
and
holiday
Bridget
season,
doing Most Dangerous, the
Are
Most
you
Dangerous
ever gonna
Game.
wear
I
that
think.
Santa dress
They
with
need
the
to do more like
stockings
that.
with the fishnets?
Never again.
Thank you.
Yay! Christmas is saved.
I liked it.
It really upset me. Okay, so here we go. Christmas 1953. Get your eggnog, you people at home, and let's roll Christmas 1953. Wow, take 1,953.
Well, here it is,
This looks older
1953,
than
and I
53.
just received the must-have gadget of the atomic age. The umbrella. Take that, Russians.
This looks like
I'm an optimist.
1933, man.
Here, you take it, Mother.
Hand it over. Oh, it's a bit flashy. Oh, that tinsel looks delicious.
Hello, a crabby old lady. Yes, she's here. It's for you, Mother.
Well, would you get a load of what they can do with fruitcake?
Mother, I had your
So it's
name.
supposed to
I
be like
searched
a
for just the
QVC
exact
thing,
right.
or is it like
one
because they're like showing things off, but they're not like unwrapping anything.
The
They're just
hospital
showing
wouldn't
off
let
these
me have
gifts.
scissors, so it's not
Yeah,
wrapped,
let's
but
see.
it's special. It's for Grandma.
Ah, the
It's a
Yule log
cup
special they all
that
get together.
says
That's
"You
true.
Betcha, Minnesota." And the saucer, it says Pan Am, Mother.
Oh, it's made from my teeth.
Oh, Sylvia,
Time
how
stood still in the
lovely.
Midwest.
Even the
Yeah, I should know
molars.
that as well.
Here, Ma, from me to you. Oh, you want the cotton too? There you go.
Oh, cotton is delicious. They love me more.
Dude, if you tease a dog with that, he's just gonna snatch it up from you thinking it's his. You
Mother,
can't do
look,
that.
it's a Morse code first alert button.
I just want to see the doggo.
Well.
Oh, a delicious pot holder.
Well, now who drank it all?
Who needs an umbrella?
I hear
I can
potholder. I
never
think of
figure it
Lyle
out.
the
Here,
Kind
here,
of
you
Viking
take it
from
there, sis.
VeggieTales.
Well, I
was
just
accident,
gave it to
sorry.
here. Mother, you take the stein.
Happy to. What the hell? I don't want that.
Yeah, move that moneymaker over there. There you, Harold. You stand by Harold. Put me in front in the center. And Joe, you take the stein. Okay, I'm going to take this. That looks good.
What is
Need a
this,
hand?
man?
Peanut brittle.
Is it soap on a rope? Salt and pepper shaker. A lighter? Some sort of item from Brookstone?
We're here to audit Christmas.
Yeah, what is happening? And there's
Peanut
toys, but there
brittle.
aren't any kids. I don't know what's going on.
Peanut brittle.
Give me that. There.
Of course, it was much harder to trace arsenic then.
I'll never leave you, Mother.
I've changed the whiz.
That's the thing. There's like cars and toys, but there's no
Don't
children.
hurt
These
me.
people are all at least 30 and up to like
now
80.
about me. Well,
We
I'm
definitely
chair
do
of
a
Lutherans
Girl in
on the
Gold
Loose
Boots
Singles Club,
episode
and I
one
want
day.
Santa to hurry down the chimney tonight.
1001. 1002. They're gonna have this hot light on me. I'm gonna do something so boring. Take me away, Prince Albert.
All right, hustle it up, sweet cheeks. Lay that on me. That's sweet.
This is pretty
What the
just
hell?
nothing.
Come on, I wear classy stuff. What's this poly blend crap? That thing? I'm gonna wear that?
Here we go. I'll
Wouldn't
take
be
it
buried in
away.
that.
Well, how thoughtful, Rico.
They also have one
It's your
chair. Like
time.
everyone's just sharing the
Thank
same
you.
chair for this whole thing.
Merry Christmas, sugar tits. Love, Rico. Oh, Rico. You scamp.
And this
What
nice
is
nipple
that?
ring.
Oh, I hope it's an apron from Rico. Uh-oh.
And cologne hot sauces.
Oh, I hope it's an apron from Rico. Oh.
Merry
Christmas! Happy
hear that.
1954!
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Let's get the
Why
HE
was this
double
like a
hockey sticks out
family
of here.
Film
You
was,
said
what
it,
was this
Mother.
made for?
You guys, this was so much fun. Peace. Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
Bees. Thanks, Kevin. Happy holidays, everyone.
Wow, that was, I forgot all about that part. That was weird.
My denture slipped.
Yay.
That's what we should do. We should make these recipes one day. That's funny. Alright, so that was that one. Completely forgot about that last half on that one. I could edit for your RiffTrax, please. Please help me. please hire me for something, RiffTrax, please. Okay, so now we have Charlie's Christmas Secret, and this one also needs to be cut just a little bit. There's about 40 seconds in the middle, because what, it's like 30 minutes? No, 24. Okay, so it gets near to the end. About 18 and a half minutes to 19 minutes. I need to cut just that. Again, I think it's music related. And then we shouldn't have to cut any more the rest of the night, which is good. I wish Bees would come back more. That would be really fun. And then they would have a whole trio for the female-led riffs. That'd be really fun. Man. Oh, hello, Motown fan. Yes, I'm glad that you are here. Let's see. So we're gonna get into... excuse me. Yes, Charlie, your secret will be revealed in Charlie's Christmas Secret, starring young, actual Seth Green, which is pretty funny. So we will just get into that. Let me know if the audio is good or not, please. If it's too loud or quiet, just shout it out in the chat. I remember this was part of the review
Films for the
I
humanities.
did last year.
Mary Jo, finally, we're going to
Christmas
tackle something
Bridget and Mary Jo
substantial.
thing I did last
We've been
year.
languishing in meaningless pop culture all these years. Until now.
We're not editing or broadcasting this program for any reason or
Oh,
by
man,
any means
YouTube, do
without
not
prior
see
written
this
contract with Films for Humanities, are we, Bridget?
Of course not.
I'm just gonna lock the door.
Please, Film for the Humanities. Don't hunt us down like grouse in a ditch.
Oh man, that's gonna happen to me one because it's like you've used all these things.
Oh, I can't believe no one has switched the letters to spell Leon.
Oh, I forgot this had closed captions, but they're wrong for a lot of the time. I don't know why. Oh, Bees is doing some writing for season 13. Wow, are they still gonna have like 3,000 people writing for one episode?
You don't have
We'll
the
see.
Christmas spirit, Charlie?
Was that due today?
I used to.
That's a completely different line. Why is it doing that?
Tell you what.
Let's take note of how off the closed captioning is.
The holiday. And we'll write a 2-page report on the Christmas feeling. Christmas spirit.
Is this extra credit for Muslims?
That time. Yeah, it's all your fault. We got that dumb assignment. Everyone knows.
I know, it couldn't just be like holidays.
Christian Brothers Brandy.
I know what it is.
I just don't have that feeling like when I was a kid.
The secret is that Charlie's Seth Green, but he's Jewish.
How do you know?
I saw it wrapped under the tree.
I'm gonna get my own present this year. I've been saving up for a while. I'm gonna get a portable stereo tape.
Why don't you just tell your parents you want the stereo and they'll buy it for you? Like, wait, I'm gonna buy it myself. Just ask your parents for it then.
Maybe. Christmas is getting too old.
They're like 11.
See you later, Charlie.
I'm 26 and I'm still like, please, Christmas. I'm almost
The
27,
secret?
man.
His name is Seth Green, and he's Jewish.
No, there we go.
Food for thought.
Mom, do you have a Christmas spirit?
Of course I do.
I lost it.
Oh, Charlie.
I wonder if
stay out
Charlie
of
has
it, Charlie.
depression.
Please.
Like, why else would he be so
Who are they all
upset?
for? The mailman, the milkman, Reverend Hit. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to make up another one for the dry cleaner. Well,
It's like they took whatever the first draft of the script
Have you
was
seen
and
my
automatically
brass
put
knuckles?
that as the
Oh,
closed caption.
Now listen, don't be late.
Because a lot of the
tonight,
lines
okay? Tonight's
are
the night we're
similar
gonna
to
do
what
Christmas
it's
shopping.
saying,
Today.
but it's like
We're
the
all
wording
going
is
to press
completely
proceed
different.
to check out together.
And then it's like, then they actually
See you
did a
later,
full
kid.
draft, a
Sure.
full script, and now it's weird.
You know, Seth Green did all his own stunts for this.
Weren't you just here? I thought I just paid you.
That was last month, Miss Donovan.
Rent-a-center's gotta eat, you know.
Stand there letting in all this cold air. Costs money to heat a house nowadays.
I think I'd define her style as mid-century mothball.
Don't you have a Christmas tree?
Christmas tree just makes more mess to clean up. All the needles dropping.
Just get
She's
an artificial
Basil
tree.
Fawlty's
You don't
mother.
need a Christmas tree when you get to be my age.
How old were you when you outgrew Christmas?
Now, what kind of a question is that?
I think I
Multiple
already
choice?
I used to like it. Did you used to like it?
No, like, I'm sure this
You
was
ask dumb
supposed to be for,
questions.
like, the hearing impaired, but I don't know why
Who is this?
a lot of the dialogue is
He
completely
goes to a
different.
school.
Fingerprint in the picture. That's nobody you know. That's my son.
I didn't know you had a kid.
Why is she
Well,
denying the
might just as
paper
well be
boy
someone
pertinent
else's son.
information?
No more when he comes around.
Does he like Christmas?
But yeah, I don't know what elementary schooler would have homework over
Sure,
Christmas.
no, it's
I mean, when
true.
I was homeschooled, and so what we
6,
would do is
7,
we would try to do a lot of our stuff
8. Go
early
Bess.
on,
That
so we would
should
have
cover it.
basically all of the holidays
Nice
just
to talk
completely
to
off of
someone
school.
who doesn't have a Christmas spirit.
Like all of December
Get
when we
tired of everybody
could.
going
I hope
around
Santa
saying they've
doesn't
got
bring
the
him
Christmas
corn on
The
the
spirit.
privilege of being
But you don't,
homeschooled.
right?
Well, I suppose there won't be a paper on Christmas Day.
Sure there will. Christmas is just like any other day, right?
Yes, Virginia, there is a Christmas
Thanks, Miss
edition.
Donovan. I'll see you.
Remember, life
Merry
sucks.
Christmas. Oh, sorry.
1 and 2 and heel and touch and 1 and
Synth,
2 now
man.
side and lift and side and lift now open arms. Mary Jo, you're doing great.
I
Now 1.
love aerobics so much more than jazzercise.
I know, especially dressed as elves. 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there should be
Spoiled
accurate
roll is in
captions
this
if they're for the if it's for the hearing impaired. I don't know why. It's so different.
Isn't that adorable?
What can't Department
Now,
56
Carly, you
do?
tell me how you can walk through this store and not feel like Christmas.
I don't know. Just doesn't seem like Christmas to me.
The more your mother spends, the more it seems like Christmas to me.
You're no help.
It's his Christmas sale.
Meanwhile, at Dollar General,
They always raise the prices at Christmas.
I guess they're shoving
Actually,
him in
not true.
anticipation of
Usually,
him being
usually they
Scott
drop them
Evil.
on purpose to get people to buy more stuff.
Stop shoving. Step out of my foot.
all swindled from old ladies.
Yes, thank you. I'll remember to do that skip. We're only, what? Only 6 minutes in. We got about 12 minutes till I need to do any skipping.
Credit card or something, honey?
He's like 11.
And housewares.
That man is the hardest man to buy for. Oh, my feet are killing me. Mine too. I've already spent everything in my Christmas club.
Closed captioning just goes ahead and says whatever it wants to say.
How much do you think we ought to spend on your brother?
They're buying a brother?
James won't be looking for price tags. What about $20?
$20? That's twice as much as I spent on my sister.
She is going to love that lanyard.
Whatever you say then, I just threw out a number.
Then why would she, why'd she even ask if she's like, it has to be even to what my siblings got? Like, that's dumb.
Why not watch others enjoy candy, too, while you're at it?
Now you tell me what you want for Christmas. I want to know your
Yeah, why would you
favorite
just send him to go do that?
Oh, well, we'll sure take care of that.
Well, there's no way she said doll.
Okay. Merry Christmas to you. Okay.
The heck's a calabash?
Are you in line to see Santa?
Yeah, see, like, I've always really liked Christmas shopping, even like, when it was in person too, when I was little, that was nice.
Guess I just outgrown Christmas.
Mary Jo a calabash.
If Norman was a Christmas special, this would be it. It's true. Oh, I forgot about this dude. He's the worst.
I don't have any money.
Way to go assault an 11-year-old, man.
My mom's got all my money.
A rich kid like you got plenty of money.
You know what? Hobos should just have Venmo. Then they could just stay home.
Ugh, this part made me just so uncomfortable because I'm like,
I'm gonna give all
getting your
my
hands on
money
that
to
child.
your
It's so
little boy.
gross.
You would just spend it all on wine.
I've put it in escrow, and when he's 21, it's all his.
I love a woman in a tight pair of Clarks.
Give me that dollar. Now.
This thing is always so weird to me.
That's right. I said sing. Sing
Oh, it's so gross.
Sing anything.
Poor Seth Green. Yeah, sing the most difficult and obscure song.
Each year, countless children are taken by hobos and forced into a life of Christmas caroling. This is just one story.
Hey, Stuffy Wolf,
A
what's
little
up?
pitchy at the end, but solid.
Stick with me, kid. We are gonna make a fortune.
Over the course of 50 years.
Oh, I just...
Man, I wonder why we only spent $10 on my brother.
Like, why did so many strangers walk by and not help this literal
Happy
child?
Casio keyboard Christmas.
That's always gotten me really upset.
You know, on second thought, I think that might be a stunt double.
Yeah.
We never see his face, I don't think, when he's riding the bike.
The Balboa residence.
Mommy's been waiting for the paper.
She loves Carolyn Hacks.
Hi, Charlie. I suppose you need your money?
It has been 2 months.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
go see if I
he's
have
not.
change.
He owes
I'd
the
pay anything
paper.
not to have Seth Green at my door.
My name's Jenny.
Don't change the subject, kid.
I'm Miss Mary's dog. 4? That's nice. Sammy's coming to my house. Really? What's he gonna bring you?
Used newspapers.
This shows though, like, Charlie's a good kid overall though, because he didn't have to say anything to that kid, but he's being like super nice.
Little girl. Oh, she would have to pick the one that cost $30.
Why can't she just watch TV?
I don't think I have enough for both months.
I'll tell you what, why don't you just wait until after Christmas? It's no big rush.
So he's got a lot of pull with accounts.
I'm telling you, it's not him. That is not Seth Green.
I'll catch you on the way out.
I hope I get that part on Spencer for Hire.
That was a paper clip.
Here comes my tongue.
Why?
Wanna work some more? We can nail some more suckers.
Oh,
I gotta
God.
finish up my paper.
Again, all these
report to
strangers
Fagin.
see this
Paper's
bum
money. I gotta
walk up
send
to
it
this
already.
clean-cut kid, and they're just like, whatever.
Well, they're just yesterday's leftovers.
I don't want it for reading.
Ugh.
Good windbreaker.
Alright.
He's going to scour it for community theater auditions.
Look sharp, be sharp, go Army.
Man, what do you want now? I was calling you, man. I thought you were somebody else.
Did he just start being in a Scorsese film?
What What you doing? Oh, I came down here to pick out my new stereo. Hey, you want to see it? Yeah.
Why aren't these kids at language camp or something?
Yeah, free time is bad for kids.
Really neat. When are you picking it up? As soon as I get the rest of my savings.
Again, why didn't he ask his parents for it? I don't understand the concept of him getting it himself.
Right.
Just because he doesn't have the Christmas spirit doesn't mean his parents won't get him a good gift.
Oh, okay. Constituents storm Santa's office demanding Christmas reforms.
Hey, pal, y'all ready for Christmas?
I guess so.
Chinese restaurant in a
Also,
movie.
if, my,
Yep, I'm good to
if
go.
I was having a party and I had kids, I'm not going to make them the waiters at my adult party.
Charlie desperately hopes his pickle roll-ups are a hit.
$35 for a tree?
Hi, Charlie. Say, are all those Christmas presents under the tree for you?
No, Mom doesn't put out my stuff till Christmas Eve.
That's
Charlie's
weird.
the life of the party.
Never satisfied, I forget.
It's the mom of Christmas past.
Did the party keep you awake?
No, me catering it did.
Right, I'm like, keep you awake. You had me working it.
We're having another party tomorrow with a completely different menu.
Complaining about Christmas?
Because it comes so soon after Halloween.
Well, I complain about shopping too, but it makes me feel good when I find something.
I love shopping for other people and buying gifts and stuff, personally.
That's the way people are. But I know somebody who better get to sleep right now. Tomorrow's a long
Oh no, this is a weirdly detailed prequel to Christmas shoes. I hate Christmas shoes.
Spotify is screwing me on my royalties.
Not this year.
Oh, Charlie.
After I went through IVF for you.
Are you still thinking that you've outgrown Christmas?
I don't want to sing for those old geezers. Depressing.
Some of them are like 40.
Those nice old folks are counting on you. Now you're going Christmas caroling, and that's that.
Okay, I'll brush up on my Perry Como songbook.
My sister Maddie hates Perry Como. He puts her to sleep.
And Charlie is discovered by a middle school choir agent.
Mr. Grant looks on.
I don't want to be here any more than you do.
It's like, yeah, some of these, they're clearly not enjoying this.
I just know they're thinking of sex and vandalism.
They turned off their hearing aids an hour ago.
Charlie, wait a minute.
Mr. Johnson's diaper needs changing.
Or so.
Mrs. Cummins, who used to be on your paper route, has something especially for you, Charlie.
It's a house dress.
I don't know if it's as good as I used to do, Charlie, but I hope you like
Yes,
it anyway.
rest in peace, Ed Asner.
Beautiful, and I love it.
Yeah, I can see the lies in your eyes.
At Christmas.
See, like, Charlie, when they're not talking about Christmas specifically, like, he's a good, when he was talking to the little girl, he's talking to the old woman,
And
it's
a
like, he's a
spaceship
good
landed that
kid,
night
so I don't
and
know
destroyed Earth.
why he has such an attitude about Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dad. Merry Christmas, Mom. Oh, well, you seem to be in a more cheerful mood.
I can neither confirm or deny that.
You picked out a turkey already? Oh, you gotta get these guys started early. Your father always wants a huge turkey.
Big turkeys, Christmas, just goes together.
Yeah, you get up at 4 a.m. to prep it.
Going somewhere? How come you're all bundled up?
I have body shame.
Well,
No.
I'm going out for a couple of minutes.
Sad.
On Christmas Eve? Where are you going?
Walgreens to get your present.
But don't be
You
too
kidding me?
late.
My family, we have a ton that we do on Christmas Eve. Heck with that,
I
man.
couldn't find
Like,
it.
I get why Charlie's doing this stuff, but I'm like, Christmas Eve, we got plans, bruv.
Well, I sort of, kind of, didn't get it.
Didn't get it?
No.
But Charlie, if you told us that, we could have gotten it for
We're still having
you.
a big turkey?
What do you want this time?
I brought some figs.
I thought you hated Christmas.
Changed my mind.
Yeah, it was Wayne Newton.
Yeah, it's like Charlie's a perfectly nice kid. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
for
He's
you?
like totally fine
Well, I
until then he
suppose
decides to
now
be just
I'll
like,
have
ugh.
to be
But that's
picking
it.
up
Other than that,
all
he's
the
like a normal
Beatles that are
kid.
dropped.
Maybe I'll just let it dry out till it catches fire and burns the house down.
Of course I've got decorations.
What do you think I saved my husband's old underpants for?
But she's like, oh man, I hate all this Christmas stuff. Then why would she have those?
I keep them right over here in the buffet drawer.
Along with an entire buffet from 1963.
So now you'll expect me to decorate. Oh, my God. More trouble than it's worth.
Mrs. Robinson, if you don't mind me saying so, this conversation is getting a little strange.
Charlie's really regretting he got the spirit of Christmas.
Okay, there we go. Just checking the time on there.
Where does this one go?
Stop.
Where angels always go. On the top.
Yeah, right. What?
He's never decorated a tree before?
And he has to buy his own gifts?
No wonder he doesn't get Christmas.
I don't understand.
I think Films for the Humanities really exploited the Christmas FOMO of the time.
Now be careful with that.
Sure hate for you to have some sort of accident and never see your family again.
No. Also, I thought you were supposed to put this stuff on last. The
And
toppers.
that right there is about 10 times more Christmas decorating I have ever done in my whole life.
Yeah, like the parents never buy him the stereo, even though he didn't. It's very bizarre.
Why do I even bother?
No.
It was the first decoration me and the mister bought. So long ago.
I think maybe 1937.
So long ago.
Or maybe it was 1937.
By the way, Mrs. Donovan.
I have to get to another scene.
Okay, so here's where I think it's the first Noel music. So all he does is he brings a doll to that little girl because she wasn't going to have one. And it has an invitation for them to go. Just like he just asked the old lady, just so you know, that's all we're skipping. Okay, so he just gives the little girl a doll and an invitation. It's that
Danny
music, I
Bonaducci
think,
in
that has to
My
be
Man
it. I don't know
Got
why
Free.
else that would be claimed and not the rest of it.
Give me that.
Ain't getting no money.
The kid have tried to kidnap multiple
I
times.
thought it was the gin fairy.
It's too late to look for some suckers now, son. Everybody's going home.
This thing, how late is it on Christmas Eve that his parents aren't out frantically looking for him?
Where'd you steal?
Hey, I didn't steal it. My dad was going to throw it out.
Yeah, does your dad have any teeth he was going to throw out?
Probably. Probably it won't.
I'm more of a bespoke guy, but you know, if it helps your dad out.
It's kind of clean and doesn't smell bad, but it'll do for now.
Hand me my
Sorry,
phone.
phone was
Let me
acting
take a
weird.
selfie.
Oh, and, by the way,
I'm late for the next scene.
Oh, now I have to go pick up the paper and unfold it and read it.
I didn't expect to see you up this early. I couldn't keep
It's Christmas Day.
Unbelievable. The doll she
It's just a child. Most families with kids wake up super early Christmas Day.
Yeah, but it's an American Girl doll, so we can't afford all the endless accessories.
Oh, there's the invitation. Okay, he didn't invite them yet.
Bird. Harry, you outdid yourself this time.
I don't know, wouldn't be Christmas.
Why do they need a turkey that big for literally the three of them?
I've never
never
cooked
gonna-
a Quetzalcoatlus before.
You're not gonna eat all the leftovers fast enough before they go bad.
DEA, open up! Your turkey smuggled cocaine in its giblets cavity.
Political gangsters. It's the
Dick
political
Van Dyke is here
gangsters.
to recreate his role in Mary Poppins.
He was terrible in that, by the way.
He's not. He's just a terrible accent. That's all.
Kid? Same kid who gave me this coat?
Not that look like my coat.
He said if you got a turkey big enough to feed this whole neighborhood.
Charlie!
Can we
Are you
keep
kidding?
him?
If
I'll
my
feed
dad
him.
saw
I'll
that, he
walk
would
him every
never
day,
open
I
the door.
promise.
Know this man?
Sure, I pass him every day on my paper route.
It's like, dude, you can't just invite a stranger. Like, I get why you did, but you can't just invite a stranger.
This is her old boyfriend.
She wish she had more people to come because the turkey was so big.
Probably has friends of his own, other places to go.
No, I got nowhere to go.
Boom!
It was good.
Come on, Mr. Smith.
Well, I'm sure he won't kill us very much.
That's the thing. Like, you know how dangerous this dude is.
Is there something else you haven't told us, Charlie?
Is there someone else coming to dinner?
There might be some more.
How many more, Charlie?
Your mother, or your father had to make a rule 7 a.m. at the earliest. Yeah, that's the thing is, my parents are like, okay, you kids can like wake up at 7. Parents get up by 7:30. And they were all downstairs 7:30 to 8. But when we were little, it was more like 8. But actually, as we've gotten older, my dad,
of that turkey.
He's so excited for Christmas. Sometimes he's up pretty dang early, man. And they're ready before then.
It's okay. I washed my hands.
Steve Perry.
My doll is vegan.
This is like just a lot of
My
weird
perm
stares.
is pretty upset about this.
Away in the manger, no gift for his head.
She just got a contact high.
The Lord Jesus.
This one is. I almost forgot how weird this is after reviewing it last year.
That's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
You know, he has a very nice head of hair.
Jesus asleep in the hay.
I taught Gene Simmons everything he knows.
And I helped.
They eat.
Because everyone knows if something makes a dinner less awkward,
it got all
it's
built up
singing
after
Christmas
Mary and Joseph's
carols.
destination wedding.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bridget.
Yay! Okay. So we are down to our last 2 here. Okay. Right, it's like way to make it way more awkward and weird, guys. Let's see. There we go. YouTube comments are taking a little bit extra time. There we go. Everyone did have weird teeth in that one, that's true. Okay, so we are down to The Shoemaker and the Elves, which is by the usual trio of guys, Mike, Kevin, and Bill. And then we have The Blessed Midnight. And neither of these should need anything cut from what I did earlier. We should be fine. So, like I said, I've only ever seen this story in Muppet Classic Theater. But the thing is, I believe this is puppets. Yes, it is a full demented puppet form by Coronet of all people. So this should be pretty doggone fun. I don't know who the intended audience was for that Charlie short. It's very, very, very weird. We'll just jump right into this one. Let me know, make sure audio is good.
Ooh, let's hope it's the gritty reboot where the shoes are guns.
Yep, tickets to Madness
Japan.
with me.
So a cameo by Mechagodzilla is not out of the question. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Distributed by Coronet. So this
Japan loves us more than Jimmy Osmond.
So this technically might not have actually been Coronet, but distributed by. Interesting.
Once upon a time, there lived a little old shoemaker.
Oh yeah? Prove it.
He was a very hard-working shoemaker, but no matter how hard he worked, he remained a very poor little old shoemaker.
His resemblance to Hume Cronin didn't help matters.
It seemed he never had enough money to buy leather for more than one pair of shoes at a time. Into his shop one day came a poor young man.
I'm so drunk. Do I live here?
Can you repair my shoes, please? However, I have no money to pay for your work. Well, let us see what I can do. I'll do my best to
See you
help
later,
you.
Amy.
Although your shoes are badly worn.
And might be baked potatoes
So the
wrapped in
shoemaker
foil.
hammered
He has no
and
toes in the
repaired
shoes.
And fixed the shoes so the young man could wear them.
All without his hammer
What the
making
shoemaker
contact?
Did not know
Talent.
that the shabby young man was a fairy
Stop
prince
motion
in
is really
disguise.
cool.
This prince wanted to know if the shoemaker was as kind and helpful as he had heard. It was true.
The guy was an easy mark.
This good, kind shoemaker
Who's behind
deserved
him?
something better than poverty. So did the shoemaker's wife, who asked the fairy prince to share their humble meal.
We're having boiled leather scraps and dust bunny gravy.
But the disguised prince would not stay.
So he's like the enchantress
Farewell,
from
good
Beauty and the
friends.
Beast.
Your kind help in repairing my shoes will not be forgotten.
The shoemaker's wife perceived that as a threat and fetched her shotgun.
That was a strange young man, said the shoemaker's wife. And I do wish he had stayed to dinner, though heaven knows we don't have much.
Literally nothing, it would seem.
There, my dear, don't fret yourself. Let us be grateful for the little we do have.
Like rickets. We both have rickets.
That night, the poor old shoemaker returned to his work.
Now he's committing shoemaker seppuku.
Oh no! He did look like he was like,
oh dear, put away your work and come to bed.
Let's get down Team America style.
Why, I've just begun to cut these shoes.
Yeah, but he was gonna spend all night making them?
You're right.
And the laudanum cocktail is kicking in.
I like all the love for stop motion in the chat.
The hour is getting late.
Big day of wishing for death tomorrow.
So, leaving the shoes unfinished, the shoemaker and his wife closed their tiny shop for the night.
Oh, yeah.
The end?
No one would come to a shoemaker at 10
Little did
p.m.
they know as they went to sleep what strange and wonderful things were to happen that night.
Oh, this is when Rumpelstiltskin visits, right?
Did you even read the title of this thing?
It was Rumpelstiltskin, right?
Oh, rumple your stiltskin.
Leave my stiltskin alone.
That's
The
another one
next
that's in Muppet
morning
Classic
dawned.
Theater.
Filled with warm, bright sunlight.
So much better than that cold, dark sunlight.
Yeah, so they live in their store, but I think that used to be kind of what you did back if you owned your own store.
As the shoemaker walked into his shop, his heart nearly stopped with excitement.
Cash Cab was on.
For he beheld the most beautiful pair of shoes he had ever seen.
Oh my gosh, we used to love Cash Cab. That's really funny. I've never seen this one.
Bat
Now
Masterson's
it
here.
happened that just then, the richest man in all the village was walking in the neighborhood of the shoemaker's shop.
Yeah, perhaps I'll stop in and wreck the shoemaker's toilet again. Can't stop me, I'm rich.
What's this? Oh, what beautiful shoes. I must have them for my very own.
Quick smash and grab.
Good day. Oh, good day, sir. May I help you? I want to buy the shoes in your window. I like them so much, I'll pay more than you ask.
Well, your pathetic groveling has
Man
pleased
gave the
me.
shoemaker enough money to buy leather for 2 pairs of shoes.
He's still
Later,
barely
after
making
the
ends
leather
meet,
was
bro.
cut, it was time for bed.
Took him all day
So
to cut
again,
that
the
leather?
shoes
You
were
might just be a
unfinished.
bad shoemaker.
At your
The next
fingertip
morning,
shoes.
there were 2 pairs of finished shoes. The old shoemaker and his wife were filled with wonder. Who was making the shoes?
Probably little kids in third world factories.
Oh no!
Now, on that day, the most beautiful girl in all the village happened to be passing by the shop.
I'm
And
beautiful.
when she saw the 2 pairs of shoes, she called to the most handsome boy in all the village, to whom she was soon to be married.
In some sort of sick, demented puppet
We
wedding.
must have those shoes for our wedding, she said. And
That's
sooner
gonna
than
be
it
on my.
takes
If I ever
to
get
tell,
married, that's what I'm
the
putting on
new
my
shoes
wedding
were
invitations.
purchased by the
Come to our
most
sick,
beautiful
demented
girl in the
puppet
village
wedding.
and the most handsome boy.
I picked my nose.
They paid a sum large enough to buy the shoemaker leather to make 4 pairs of shoes.
Oh wow, for being
So they're twice as rich as the richest
yeah,
man in town?
just by
This
being
isn't
good
adding up.
looking.
The next morning,
Either that
there
or the
were
richest man in town was
4
also a
pairs
cheapskate.
of finished shoes. And the morning after that, 8 pairs of finished shoes.
And that's where it stopped, as the number 16 hadn't been invented yet.
By this time, the shoemaker and his wife had grown very curious. It was about time they learned who was making these shoes.
And then steal and patent their shoemaking process.
So that night, they agreed to stay awake and hide in the shop so that they might discover the secret. What would they find out?
$5 says she gets stabbed to the curtain like Polonius.
I've heard of Hilda. I have not actually seen it yet.
That's not really your hiding spot, is it?
It was already late. Almost midnight.
That ain't late for me anymore.
Listen, do you hear that?
My barbershop quartet's reuniting.
Someone's singing out there. Then on the stroke of midnight, it happened.
The old man took his fiber pill.
There was a strange light.
You can't see it, but trust me.
Into the shop tumbled 1, 2, 3,
Little babies.
4, 5 teeny little elves.
I like my 5 teeny up with an olive. No elves.
What the heck?
Oh my goodness. The teeny elves seemed quite familiar with the shoemaker's shop. They headed
Do they have
straight
to always
for the
walk
workbench.
like that?
The elfin centipede.
These
Oh,
elves
no.
were the most excellent shoemakers in all the land. They had been sent by the fairy prince to repay the old man and his wife for their kindness.
So
there's a fairy prince who occasionally dispatches elves to sneak into people's homes and reward them for kindness?
Yep, and that's literally the only reason to ever be kind to anyone.
Good to know. Binky bonky bonky bon.
Busily,
They
they
were
worked
really
making
fast to make
shoes
8
from
to
the
10
leather
pairs
the
of
old
shoes a
shoemaker
night with
had
just the
left on his
5 of them that are like
They're
this
magical,
big.
but they still can't provide their own materials. Union rules.
You could kill himself with those needles, man.
Yeah, you guys need to work faster if we're gonna fill that order from Payless Shoe Source.
Don't give your elf Viagra.
Oh, my.
Oh my god. No. See, the nails are appearing magically. What the heck?
You're about as efficient as a state highway crew. Can we stop seeing that, please?
My, how fast they work. As they worked, they sang a happy little tune in a language the shoemaker and his wife could not understand.
Which was a good thing because, wow, the racial slurs. Oh, my God.
It's funny they've left.
Now the shoes were finished as the night ended and the hours of dawn approached.
Time to lambada.
Their work ended. The elves danced
They made like
merrily
16
around the
pairs
new
of shoes
that
in
they
like
had
4
made.
hours.
Quit dancing and make more shoes.
Still singing their happy little tune, they danced on.
The gears of capitalism demand product.
And then, just as mysteriously as they came, the elves left the
Why do they have
shop
to
of the
move
old
all weird
shoemaker.
like that, like spinning and conga lines?
Husband, did you see the work of the little man?
No, I was staring at the chamber pot all that time.
indeed.
Yes, I saw it!
And both of them were so overcome with gratitude, they resolved to reward the elves.
With exactly 5 Werther's originals.
The next night, the old people hid themselves once again.
And this time, the glue traps were out.
Oh no! Oh no!
And on the stroke of midnight, just as they had expected, there came the strange light at the window.
It was the richest man in town, thinking he was outside the most beautiful girl's bathroom.
And then into the shop tumbled the 5 teeny elves.
Woo, we just kicked some
I think
Keebler ass
my
in
guess is they
softball.
actually were singing in Japanese, and they were just like, "Oh, it's a language to understand because this was made in Japan." I'm sure they just redid the narration audio, and everything else is the
But
same.
tonight they found no leather or work laid out for them. Instead, on the workbench were gifts and food for a party.
Where the hell's the booze?
Oh, I wonder what
After
that
seeing
says
all
in
these wonderful
Japanese.
things, which the shoemaker
I can
and
read
his
the
wife had
characters,
made,
like I can pronounce
the
Japanese
elves,
characters.
in a twinkling,
Well, kanji's hard
put
with
on
the
their
others
new
I can,
clothes and burst out
but
singing their merry tune.
I don't know what all the words mean. I just know how to
And
read
danced the
it.
most joyous dance ever seen.
Assuming you just had surgery to correct lifelong blindness, and for some reason this is the first thing you're looking at.
How happily the shoemaker and his wife looked on.
As they debated which one to eat first.
No!
We are the mafia, we own you for life.
Oh man, I need to find out like what they're singing.
This is the real nightmare before Christmas.
Why is this considered a Christmas short?
The elves danced and sang merrily.
I guess because it's elves.
Jaws
but, like...
clenched from all the MDMA.
The wee hours of the dawn. Then, just as mysteriously as they came, they left to return to the land of the fairy prince.
AKA pass out in a booth at a Waffle House.
As for the old shoemaker,
he went out of business when it turned out the leather was dog skin.
Oh no!
He and his wife continued to thrive and prosper. And they lived happily ever after.
The moral of the story? Hope for supernatural forces to lift you out of poverty.
Right? Be kind, and then someone will send magical elves to come and save your business.
Coronet, because the bottom of the barrel ain't gonna scrape itself.
That was a fun one. That was really good. What the heck? Lots of house elves in the chat now. All right, we're down to our last one for the night. The Blessed Midnight with Bridget and Mary Jo here. Hi, Raccoon. How are you doing? Let's see. So this is our final one. I believe it's about half an hour, so it's another special. Oh, excuse me. All right. And it'll be almost 10 o'clock here when we are done, so it works for me for this time. And then I'm going to have to figure out what we do on next Monday, because there are a lot of good ideas and a lot of good Christmas specials we could still do, so we'll see. All right. Again, let me know on audio.
Ironsides and Dragnet will not be presented tonight, so that we may bring you the following
Andrea,
special
what's up?
program.
It's time for RiffTrax.
The Dupont Theater. Brought to you by Dupont, makers of better things for better living through chemistry.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Nearly everything in our daily lives is improved by chemistry. From transportation to the clothes we wear. Chemistry helps bring us better food, makes our homes more beautiful, more comfortable, helps protect our health, and adds to the enjoyment of our leisure time.
Thanks, LSD.
Now,
Hey, Matt, good to see you in the chat as well.
The Dupont Theater.
Oh, I loved their all-male production of Nonsense.
His wrist is glued to his belt.
Ugh. He wears his weightlifting belt everywhere just to show off.
How are you, Mrs. Hayes?
Fine, Mr. Fish, thank you. We'll have a table.
Good. Let me take your packages.
Thank you, Andy.
Ooh, beautiful.
Thank you very much. We try to do our best.
Yes, back when chemical wasn't a scary word.
Sheldon Katzenbaum. Today, I am a man.
Oh, good for you, Aunt B.
Congratulations, Herman.
Thank you.
I just love the tradition, celebrating coming of age. You know, it's a little like what we call confirmation.
Created in the Dupont labs.
I'm gonna put a bomb in it. Who knows what you're gonna do? I'll tell you this much, you're no Sheldon Katzenbaum. Why did I Sheldon Katzenbaum? Are you kidding? You're both the same age, aren't you? You're both 13. That I can't help.
They're just leaving the cake right there. People could sneeze on it or accidentally lean on it.
That's item 1.
I'm already
Item
like
2,
confused.
3, 4, and 5, I wouldn't waste my breath on. Oh, I'm stupid.
Way to own it.
I'm not as stupid as I used to be.
Sometimes you just gotta be up with who you are, man.
What's the capital of Idaho? Boise.
I was about to say, I don't even know if I know that off the top of my head.
What? Meretricious. For that, you can call up Sheldon Kastenbaugh.
Let's see you use him in a sentence.
When I'm hungry, my sister
We gotta bring them food before they even order, man.
Hey, is that more pie?
So?
Can I show you something in a wedding cake? We have some used models on the lot.
All right, otherwise, I had trouble enough with you before. You heard me?
I'll take 2 jelly donuts. Here's your dime.
But could you remove the jelly? Ugh.
Hi. Do you have to?
He waved at him first,
He's a
girl.
friend of mine.
Yeah, the heck.
Is he seeing anyone?
O'Hara, of course. He's been thrown out of school 4 times, so it's logical he'd be a friend of little boy Blue here. Lay off. He's not the worst guy in the world. Him and Gabe Gollop are the 2 best fighters.
He and Gabe Gollop, Billy.
There, now I've shut down your boring story.
Nothing. Just that we're friends. His mother's dead, and his old man's real mean.
Oh,
I like
Lord.
Teddy, that's all. And it's no affair of hers.
You should adopt him then.
Well,
man.
maybe she
Gee.
shouldn't have married a 6th
Teddy
grader.
don't have many friends.
Man, why did the dude
Gotta be a
mean to
black
him? He's
market
like
for bar
the-
mitzvah cakes.
The baker, like, clearly this kid is trouble.
Wow,
Go
20
save him.
below sound effects.
Help that poor boy. In a wretched little sweater on a night like this.
Why should I do anything to
Well,
help
who wants
him?
more pie?
Girl. Man.
Did you take down all the pictures?
Yeah, this
Don't
sun just got,
lie.
like, really dark.
Been using that phone again, ain't you?
Who said I was?
I said you was. And I heard you putting it down, too.
And I heard you thinking about getting another line installed.
Talking to your sweet Aunt Agnes, huh? Well, is she going to pay the telephone bill? How many lies did you tell her this time? What did you dream up today, huh?
Oh, my Lord.
Christmas, maybe, huh? Did your sweet auntie tell you what she was going to give me for Christmas, did she? No. I'll bet she did.
Get him a third coat.
Tell her that I don't need her, though. See, that we don't need her.
His dad's a political gangster. That's exactly the vibe he's
think she
giving me,
likes you?
man.
He needs
Well,
to
let me
set
tell
some
you
boundaries
something
with
about your
his
sweet Aunt
landlord.
Agnes. Let me tell you something about her. She's just too high and mighty, that's all.
Don't. Everything you say about her is a dirty, rotten lie.
Oh,
A
God.
He's
liar.
got a weird ear keyload
You're
coming
going
in.
to stand there and call your pa a liar, are you? Well, I'm going to give you something you'll never forget as long as you live.
Well, I guess my mouth is writing checks my actions
All right.
can't. Sorry, boy.
I'll take care of you tomorrow. I got to go to work.
I'll be younger and faster and soberer then, so you watch out.
My dad
It's
would
the
always say
wrapping
that. Just
paper
messing around. He'd be
company
like,
they've
your
issued a
mouth writing
recall."
checks, your body can't cash.
Hi, Teddy. Isn't it late for you to be phoning?
Sorry, anxiety
You do
ticks.
your homework?
Did you spell meretricious and know the capital of
Homework, I did.
Idaho?
Oh, yeah, homework, sure. Did all my homework. Was in the library 3 hours. That's right.
Wait, no, 100 million hours. I finished my donut
I said
dissertation.
you don't even know where the library is. Now, don't just try to make me feel good. You and I have been friends for a long time, and if you finished all your homework, it would be the first time it ever happened, now wouldn't it?
Ow.
And wouldn't it be better if you and I were honest with each other? That's better, Teddy. Now let's talk about something more pleasant.
I'm doing my Kegel exercises.
Well, Christmas, for instance. Oh, that's a secret. No, I'm not going to tell.
It's a quinceanera cake, but I kept the receipt.
I'll see you then. Well, of course. Good night, Teddy.
Man. There's the guy
I'm
from the
getting in
crawling
way
hand,
too
that's who it
deep with my
was.
catfishing.
I haven't seen the crawling hand since I reviewed it like 4 years ago,
You know,
3 years ago, whatever.
all
how
a
long
kid
it
really
was.
needs is a loyal table lamp. We can get through anything. Come on, Lampy.
Lampy, I think that was the name of a character in the 2D animated Larry Boy
Taking
cartoon.
5 from the Newsies rehearsal next door.
Bridget, not to brag or anything, but did you know I completed the Wilton cake decorating introductory course?
No. I did too.
I framed the certificate. It's basically a license for frosting.
Yes, I have one of those. I did that when I was like 12. I was easily the youngest in the class by like a lot.
That was aspirational for the nuns at my school.
Oh, not really him, just had the same vibe. Okay.
Session musician Maria von Trapp.
You know, except for the headpiece part, that habit looks really comfy.
Yeah, kind of the sweatpants of convent living. The Boys Chain Gang Choir.
Hey, keep it down. We just got the baby Jesus to sleep.
Okay, come on, Bridget, grab your coat. Let's get out of here before the parking lot gets jammed.
Hey, you sing pretty good. What
My family's always like, yeah, you gotta either leave early or leave late. Don't want to get jammed up in there.
You think I'm funny? Funny how? What do you mean by
He
that?
sings real good. Didn't you hear? The guy's in trouble. And I mean trouble. He stole a cake. So what's a cake? Who couldn't steal a cake? That's nothing for Teddy. Stealing a measly cake?
Once he embezzled brownies.
Hey, was it a bar mitzvah cake? How do you know? Never mind how I know. Was it a bar mitzvah cake? A great big one. Yeah. That does it. What's the matter? I'm telling you, Charlie, I'm telling you, you should have seen that cake. The cops are after him this time.
Oh,
Not his
no.
father. Cops. The guy that owns the bakery's got a warrant out for his arrest.
Mary Berry don't take no prisoners.
Idle talk will gain you nothing, and scandal will get you nowhere. Now look to your own sins, Thaddeus Foley. Boys' class has been dismissed, so please go quietly.
Bye, sir.
Oh,
Bye, sir.
Edwin Gansmiller and
She's like,
Billy Hayes,
snitches
would you
get
be kind
stitches,
enough to remain a
man.
moment?
They're about to be recruited for the priesthood.
I have been to see Monsignor Donnell, and I had a chance to talk to him about that surprise I spoke to you about.
At which point it was no longer a
Edwin Gansmiller,
surprise.
You and your partner here have been chosen to sing with the choir on Christmas Eve at midnight mass.
You have to bring 4 paying customers, 2 drink minimum.
Is that a surprise?
That guy looks so excited about it.
Well, how about you, Billy? Is there something the matter?
I have to go to my grandmother's that night.
On Christmas Eve?
Is that really a time for family?
Yeah, like what?
On Christmas Eve?
My
Really,
entire
Billy?
life. We went to my
No,
Nana and Grandpa's for Christmas Eve, and now
That's
it's
better,
my
isn't it?
aunts, and we always come here on Christmas
You're going
Eve.
to look very nice in
What
your
the
bright red
heck?
cassock with the Buster Brown collar.
If someone's like, you really are going to your grandparents on Christmas Eve, I'm
It's like a
like,
little
yes.
cardinal.
Like, what?
Well, now, boys, you may
Really,
go. and thank you for
Billy?
sticking
Yes,
tonight.
sister,
I
jeez.
wouldn't love looking like a little cardinal.
That's the enticement.
Do I have to wear the Buster Brown collar?
Billy, to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do.
But I don't think God is like, Billy,
Oh,
you
Billy,
must wear this
just one more
costume.
thing.
Sister
You're a
Columbo.
pretty good friend of Teddy O'Hara's, aren't you? Well, I'm worried about him, too. You pray for him, Billy.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
You were just as much trouble once and with much less excuse. Remember?
Remember when you pistol whipped Cake Boss?
That's interesting. Like,
What do you say about Teddy?
Oh, what didn't they say? The cops are after him. The guy from juvenile court, he's after him. Rabbi Gernson even. And Fisher's baker, that guy Herman, you should see him. Murder's what he wants.
What should we do, donkey boy?
What?
I wonder how Teddy could have stole the cake that big. I mean, how could he get away with it?
They say he just walked in and picked it up. When everybody's in back of the store and there's just one customer. He's eating a strudel and he thinks that Teddy is working for Fish when he picks up the cake. Next thing, no cake, no Teddy.
That's the plot of Ocean's
They'll
11.
kill him. I can feel it, Gabe, honest.
You think so, huh? He shouldn't have robbed Sheldon's cake. It's not as if it was just a cake, but he ruined a whole bar mitzvah.
No.
And the theme was cake.
Why did they
What do you
have
think they'll
a
do when they
cake
catch
for
him?
something
They'll
that's
kill him.
special?
Just
like
like you
any
say, they'll kill
personal
him first,
cake.
then they'll send him to
Like,
reform school.
just out on a table
right?
in the middle of everything. If it had been a display
awful.
cake, I guess that's one thing.
I wish
But
there
if
was
this for
something
a
we could
customer to
do.
pick up,
Maybe
we just
eat the
leave it in the middle of the
evidence?
store.
Say, can you get away tonight?
I wouldn't think.
I don't know. I think I have to help my father at the store. I'll ask.
Well, let's meet here at 6
Hey,
tonight,
LSR, what's
okay?
up?
All right.
Unfortunately, this
Quick,
is the
get
last
out of the
short
way.
we'll
The
be
commercials are
watching,
coming straight for us.
But you can always
We will
rewind it,
return
come
to our
back a little
play
bit.
right after tonight's story of Dupont Chemistry.
Oh, a play within a play, just like Hamlet.
Well, how'd you make out, Jimmy?
Oh, we lost.
So I'm going to wear my cleats all over the house.
What happened?
We lost.
I dropped an easy pop fly, and 2 of their guys scored.
With my sister.
Don't worry about it, son. See, a ball game's like anything else. In order to win it, you have to learn to play a little better.
But how will I ever make the Little League team now?
You keep working at it, son. You'll make it.
Are there adult little leagues?
Someday I'll make the big league,
Yeah, the cake was also uncovered. Just seeing it uncovered, it's gonna get dry and gross.
It's how well you do the job you're best equipped to do. This country needs big leaguers and little leaguers just as it needs big business and little business.
What?
Dad knows what he's talking about.
What does this have to do with
though
your kid
Jimmy
playing
doesn't
baseball,
realize it,
sir?
Only a few years ago, his dad was having a hard time setting up his own business.
So they moved out of
I
California.
I look nice tonight.
He
Thank
had
you,
been
LSR. I
experimenting in
appreciate
his
that.
garage workshop
Literally
with a
just
new
at a
idea
different
for a
angle
gearbox
at my
for
aunt's
use
place,
in
different camera
electronic
angle,
computers.
and I'm
But
just
the
literally in
pop
like a
fly, he
pajama
admits,
shirt with the collar
was
messed
finding
up
the
and
right
my hair.
material
So
for the
thank
gears.
you. I appreciate
It
that.
had to be something that was lightweight and needed no lubrication.
No, wait.
He
That's
thought a
Dad's
plastic
other
might do the
problem.
job and went to a large chemical company for advice. The company representative suggested nylon
I just feel like when I
plastic,
talk to my dad about like,
Lovingly
my
displayed
passions and the
here.
things I
Chemical
like
research
that
and
kid with baseball,
development.
I'm like, Dad, I'm making these videos. He's not like,
Jimmy's dad
well,
found
making
a molder
videos is
to
a
make
lot
the
like
gears for him, and
business.
they
He's
worked
like,
fine.
what?
Before
Well, like my
very
dad's a
long,
nurse. He's
he
like
was
making
in
videos
business.
a lot like
When
nursing.
suddenly
He doesn't turn
Amazon
into something
crushed
like
him.
that.
Manufacturers in the electronics industry. And as orders came in, he set up a small plant, hired assistants, bought more equipment. He had established a successful business, just as thousands of small firms do every year.
And that's the story of
Yes,
how Jimmy
America
got good
needs
at
both
baseball.
Big business and little business, and each needs the other. For big companies can take on responsibilities and do big jobs that smaller ones aren't equipped to do because of their size.
Dude, your son does
Only
not
a
care
big
about
business,
this at all.
like Dupont, can afford the huge investment in money and manpower necessary to develop such things as
Don't
dyes,
touch.
cellophane,
Don't touch.
man-made textile fibers,
Get your big mitts away
What
from the
does that
textiles.
mean?
and many others. But as you have seen,
So it's just like
these developments
tactile
of big
things, I
companies
guess?
Like
DuPont.
help hundreds of small businesses get started. Help them prosper by supplying useful basic materials, which these smaller firms turn into products that benefit you.
Does a
For
severed
example,
leg benefit
this teamwork
me?
between DuPont and small businesses throughout the country brings you so
Shoemaker
many
needs that
of
material
DuPont's
for his shoes.
better things for better living through chemistry.
See, like that is
Pilot
such
from
a
Breaking
vague.
Bad is barely recognizable.
It's so vague. I know, like to me, that just makes it
now,
sound almost makes it sound
back to
scammy.
DuPont
It almost seems like an
Oh,
MLM
fine.
Okay, no,
type of.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good.
It almost seems like an MLM's like slogan.
Okay.
You can't, huh? You just can't come.
We're too busy. My father would spin me like a bagel.
Right round like a bagel, baby.
What?
Then I gotta get back to the store. If you hear anything more about Teddy, let me know.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, Rabbi. I'm glad you got here.
Hey, here's Rabbi Gertz.
He's meeting up with a priest and a minister so they can set up a joke.
Sees me. He probably wants to know why I'm friends with the guy that ruined Sheldon's bar mitzvah.
You see, what happened is that the cake...
I'm getting out of here.
Oh boy. You had nothing to do with
He's
it though.
so stealthy. I mean, I feel like
That's
I'm
gonna
watching a
make
John
you
le
sound
Carre
like
thriller.
you're guilty.
The spy who went out in the cold.
You know, there were a lot of lineup changes before they became the Temptations as we know them.
Every time time I hear the Temptations,
Now, one
I
of them
think
is
that
wearing a
line
Buster Brown collar
in the,
or looks like a little bishop.
Connie Stevens episode of The Muppet Show, where a bunch of these monster guys come out to sing, and she's like, they aren't the Temptations, and Kermit's like, no, they're the Mutations, and that's all I
And
think
I know
of
they only do this
that.
once a year, but you'd think they'd know the words.
Glory to the newborn King.
Well, that killed some time.
Let's pad that film.
Christmas cliche, sir. Can I interest anybody in a Christmas cliche?
You won't feel an immediate hit, but that doesn't mean they're not working. Just make sure to keep hydrated.
No, choir singing in old movies is really nice.
I just stole a keg of beer and ruined a first communion.
Oh no.
Want to trade stupid hats?
What do you know?
Nothing much. I just left Gabe eating the fishes. Rabbi Gerson was there. I didn't want to hang around. Here.
I remember how much you liked silica gel.
Oh.
Take the rest of them.
No.
Make some yourself. Who's hungry anyhow?
Come on, who you kidding?
You're an ethnic Mickey Rooney.
Oh no. Oh, it's so sad.
You're okay, Billy.
I mean, you're a ginger, but okay.
Thanks, Ty, for saying I'm the best. I
Hey, I
appreciate
got
that
an
very
idea.
much.
Come on.
That was the extent of my idea, that you should come on.
What makes you think your mother won't be back right away?
I told you, she went Christmas shopping.
Kid snacks when he's
Besides,
nervous.
She came
So
back,
do
she
I.
wouldn't even snitch.
She'd just switch on the TV and watch
she's like
Dupont
an aunt.
Theater.
You got an aunt?
Yeah.
You never told me about her.
She lives in Brooklyn. She's always lived in Brooklyn.
All old-timey aunts lived in Brooklyn.
Teddy.
Yeah?
Thank you, Raccoon,
Why
for saying I'm
did you
cool
ever
for an under 30-year-old.
Never mind. I took it, that's all.
You
I'll
couldn't
take
eat a
that.
cake like that. Nobody in the whole world could eat it.
Oh, but it freezes so
Why'd
good.
you really steal the cake?
You wouldn't believe it.
Aw, thank you, Stuffy Love. Everyone's just saying that I'm awesome in the chat, which I appreciate very, very much.
Oh, the title of Dane Cook's Netflix special.
We're also at 45 people, guys. That's awesome. We're
was
like
so
literally
beautiful,
getting
that's
higher
all.
every week, which is insane.
Figured I could change the writing on top of the cake and...
Don't we
stash it
all
in the
snack
furnace
more
room of the
nervous? I
bowling
think
alley.
so.
That's where I slept last night.
But why would you want to stash a cake like that away?
In case of French Revolution?
So I could give it to my aunt.
For Christmas, you mean? Give her a bar mitzvah cake.
I love her.
And so the logic follows that I would steal a bar
I
mitzvah
know,
cake.
that's-
Can't you see that?
Not even just a cake.
My old
Thank
man
you,
is
Holy
a-
Shard, for saying I'm a hidden gem of YouTube.
What? I need to know.
That's sin your own father, Ted.
I was gonna take the cake to Brooklyn because my old man, he don't even let my aunt come near the house.
Aw.
One time when I was a little kid, she gave me some trains. He busted them. He
Aw.
hates her because she's high class like your old lady.
Hey, don't drag the kid's wife into this.
And last night, couldn't bring her the cake.
Why not?
Because I dropped it on the furnace room of the bowling alley. I dropped it on the floor.
That's never stopped me from eating cake.
Listen, I gotta get out of here.
I got a hot tip on some
There's
pettifors.
no use trying to tell me your old lady won't be sore. And so long, Billion. Thanks for the food.
Aw.
So long, and take it easy.
This is no time for advice from the Eagles.
Jesus, Lord,
Take away my freckles.
help Teddy O'Hara.
Aw.
He's braver than anybody. But he needs your help.
Please consider a one-time tax-deductible
I
donation.
promised to wear that Buster Brown collar and that
Aw.
dopey red tie.
That's
and
really
never to
sad.
complain about
Bye,
it
Stuffy
once.
Wolf. Have a good night.
No matter if you help him or not. Please, Jesus. Please.
Get a job at Chick-fil-A and we got a deal, kid.
Meanwhile, at the Magdalen Laundry.
This is our last chance to practice before Mass tonight. Now, I don't want you charging into the church like a pack of cavalry. Is that understood?
Okay.
The janitor said he'll help us escape.
I think it's time to change here.
They caught Teddy all right. He's in the office right now. Monsignor Donald's there.
Oh, you're recording the kids' farewell. Okay, sorry.
Hey, tall kid,
I thought
don't
you were
slouch.
Saying goodbye. Sorry, stuff you up.
The fish is there with Herman the baker. How do you like that?
I said attention, please. Now, let's try to mind our
He's
own
a very
affairs.
patient nun, to be honest, from what I've heard
Billy
of
Hayes, will you take your place
them in
alongside
Catholic
of Edwin
schools. My
Gassner,
parents both
please?
went to
Come on.
Catholic school, I believe.
What are the odds that they only sing songs from High School Musical?
Come in.
Oh, come on, Bill. If you want the job, you only have 1/10 of a second to make an impression. Test out. Command the room.
Oh, so it's you.
And not the DoorDash guy.
Senior?
And what brought you in here?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Anything that Sister Benedict or Rabbi Gerson can't hear? Or, Mr. Cronin from the Children's Court?
Monsignor George Kennedy.
You ever see this fellow before?
Oh, yes, I know this one. We spotted O'Hara leaving his house last night and followed him from there to the bowling alleys.
We have an entire bakery theft division.
So you harbor criminals, too.
Well, it wasn't like that, no.
Oh, what was it like then? You tell us.
Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer.
Teddy was cold, and he was hungry, and I gave him some chestnuts, and I took him home with me.
And gave him a bath and renamed him Rex.
He was so...
Aw.
You gotta help him, Monsignor, because nobody else is gonna...
Oh, Hollywood has a hit out on him.
Governor, let's not break down.
Oh, okay.
What?
Did you know that your friend was hiding in the furnished room of the bowling alleys?
Who's on trial here?
Yes, Monsignor.
It's not just you. This one is really sad.
It should be no attempt to tell the proper authorities. Did you, son?
No, Monsignor.
All right. Here we go now.
Who exactly is the proper authority to which one reports another sleeping in a furnace room to?
I don't know, but Bill here will be in purgatory a long time.
No. Bill's a good kid.
Wait a moment.
Weren't you involved in the so-called Kanish caper of 1943?
Tell me, son, what do you know that's good about this O'Hara?
He chews a chestnut pretty good.
The fact that he lost his mom and
there
his dad's an
anything good
alcoholic
about
and he's
him?
just a lost kid that needs help.
He's braver than anybody I know.
Aw.
He loves his aunt.
Despite her giving him savings bonds for his birthdays and smelling like a basement.
Those colors do look uncomfortable in Billy's defense.
Now, that was good.
Thank
It's
you.
almost midnight, and in just a few moments, we're going to be marching into church. Now, I don't... Oh, Billy.
Why must you get dandruff everywhere?
There. I really wish I had a picture to give your mother.
Aw.
So my sister could show it all over the neighborhood. Hey, Billy, what'd you get for Christmas?
Yeah. Yes, Ryan, legendary rock band Foreigner.
Yeah, I know. Who don't?
Child welfare, open up.
about
Are
ready
you
to
making
go,
those boys wear
boys.
bows?
There's only one more thing. Oh, good evening, Monsignor, and a very happy Christmas to you.
Same to you, sister.
Do you like my tam o'shanter?
Fine pack of angels you've got here, sister. Well, you've got my sympathy. I was wondering if you couldn't use a first-rate Irish tenor. Could you now?
I've got Declan Kelly here.
Well,
Yay.
I tell you about myself.
We'd be very happy to.
Let him ruin our concert.
No.
Huh, well now, doesn't that just take the cake?
No, the first guy that makes a crack.
That was actually really funny.
Late much?
I'm gonna live with my aunt in Brooklyn.
Aww.
Yeah, I said maybe.
So they got him like real help.
Oh, the famous black and white stained glass.
Not the same church.
The ushers have asked those women several times to be seated, only to be reminded that they are on the parish council and can do what they please. Thank you very much.
They also got there at 4:30 and draped coats over the front 3 pews.
Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera.
Oh, Sister Mary Benedict. She went to her grave never understanding why a stolen bar mitzvah cake was the central plot of this Christmas film.
This kid could have stolen anything, done anything else.
Well, personally, I was disappointed that they didn't make better use of Aunt B.
I know, they truck her all the way in from Mayberry and she never once shames Opie.
Well, I actually never bought that she was from a small southern
St.
town.
Paul's
Me neither!
But alas, this is Christmas, and let's put aside our petty grievances about the Andy Griffith Show.
Fine for tonight, but let's be at it all the earlier in the morning.
Oh man, 1956.
Merry
It
Christmas.
was a Don W. Sharp, Warren Lewis production.
Christmas, MJ.
Merry Christmas, Brigitte.
Oh.
Next week, Thomas Mitchell introduces a new story of Christmas with all the warmth and tenderness of the classics. We invite you to make Dupont Theater's Three Young Kings part of your Christmas
Should
celebration.
have done that then. They should have done
Brought
that
to you
this
by
year.
the Dupont Company of Wilmington, Delaware, makers of better things for better living through chemistry.
That just sounds so fake. Anyway. Alright, so I guess, I don't know how they got the rights, how were child rights done back then? For them to get him away from his abusive dad? Yeah, I don't know. Like, the aunt's like, okay, I'm basically gonna adopt him, but like, don't you need the rights to the child or something? I don't know. They're probably just like, here's a case of rum, give us the kid. That's what that bakery gets, though, for leaving a cake out like that. What the heck? A cake that was so important and they just leave it out. Alright, so we are good. Excuse me. Whew. Sheesh. No, but like, I mean, the rights, like, if the parent has the rights to have the child, like, how did they get that from the dad to the aunt? That's what I'm asking. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe the dad was set upriver. I mean, possibly. I mean, he was abusive, and if they actually listened to him, I guess. Yes, those old timey melodramas would be really, really fun. That's okay if you didn't have much to add this week. You know, that's absolutely fine. Just the fact that you guys are here is really awesome. We, I think, topped out at about 45 people, which is great. We just keep getting better. Oh, maybe 48. Man, it might have been even higher, so that's awesome. So I want to thank you guys very much for being here. I'm sorry that I've been yawning. It has been a crazy week. I didn't really get into it in the beginning, because my aunt was upstairs here. She's downstairs now. And just, like, we had a really crazy week with my family. We had the memorial and burial services this week for my grandfather. And so it's been a week. And so I'm very tired. I know my cousin's very tired. We were sleeping off and on all day. It's been a week. So I want to thank you guys very much for being here with me to hang out. And we should have next Monday as well. I'm still not 100% sure what we'll be doing for the watch party, because there's so much to choose from, but we'll definitely be doing something. So I'm glad it was a fun and pleasant evening. Thank you very much for everyone for hanging out. I did really need this. I'm sorry if I was a little more quiet or tired than usual. Oh my gosh. It's just been crazy. So, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for saying that you love me, to get some rest if you recharge for the week of Christmas. Absolutely. Yeah, so I just want to thank all you guys for being here, and for being so supportive of me and my family. So thank you. We will definitely be back next Monday with another Christmas stream of some kind, and hopefully at some point this week, the next RiffTrax short reviewed will be up. I only need to write one more short, one more section, basically, of the video. That's it, and then we're good to go. So, thank you guys very much. I will see you guys later, and yeah, by the time I see you guys, it'll be the week of Christmas, so I'm looking forward to that. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.